since y'all have just cleared out Raz Nasi's lair. We're going to see who wants to go where. Y'all are going to talk over your loot. I'm going to get basic info from characters as we're going around. But other than that, feel free to or if y'all wouldn't mind typing your basic info into the chat window. That way I can start writing it down while y'all do intros. But Rowalk, if you wouldn't mind giving us an introduction while people are typing theirs up.
Introduction of like who your character is, or introduction?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I came in this wandering with my small slave boy, and I came out wandering, but this time I have light. A flame tongue longsword in the last one. We fought Raz Nasi. We fought all of the snakes. We just kept going and going and going, and eventually we got him down with the help of Artist Simber and Dragonbait. Then we had to fight that bone naga.
Yes, you'll do that to fight the bone naga.
Oh yeah. We lost a wonderful comrade. And here we are.
We still have to bury him.
Sorry. Yeah. Run that way. That one. I think that charger's not working.
Oh, the church.
Yeah. So mind unplugging it from that one and putting it into this one.
Yeah. It's right here.
Oh, you went down to like 20%. Whatever.
Wondering where you were going.
I'm still pumped. I cannot believe it's a triumph. Like, I'm gonna zap the shit out of some stuff. I'm so excited.
Just make sure they're enemies.
Of course, I'll make sure they're in. I am.
All right.
I was gonna laugh if they would have it.
Cypress sword.
All right.
This is just good.
Never going to begin.
Oh, hey, Albert.
Yeah.
So, quick question for the epic while we're got a break here. The merfolk, entertaining the merfolk, dude.
Yes.
That is a lot of bullshit. So you have to be 2 times the number of failures. I think that's going to be an auto fail for most groups, especially if you get a group that's not real big into like role playing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it needs to be brought down to like if you have more successes than failures, then you.
Send me a message about that, and I'll see if I can get any context back from Alan Patrick on adjusting that number, or not Alan, Bill Benham.
Okay.
Because it is a bit grandiose from what I've seen. The only way I see them really getting around it is being a combat-heavy group and not choosing the RP-heavy campaign.
I don't think they have an option.
This is tier 2?
Yeah, tier 2, I think, is assigned by the administrators. I don't think they have, because there's only 2 combats.
Yeah.
You have to do at least 3.
Fair. Oh, no. Yeah, send me the message again and we'll double check.
Okay.
On her adventure, she rescued a slave boy named Gustav, who often accompanies her on travel. You need to get a little mini to be.
Well, I mean, if you're a noble, you start out with this.
Baku, you mind giving me a little intro?
Yes, Baku is a turtle coming from the snout of Omgard. He's been on this adventure since the beginning. He is in a situation where he is kind of torn between trying to make his way back home and cleansing the snout of Omgard of the evil that lurks there and taking back the palace that rightfully belongs to the turtle people, and also trying to get rid of the death curse. So right now he's kind of leaning towards getting rid of the death curse just because after a conversation with Artist pointed out a good view, I guess you could say, that
what was that view?
The longer we wait, the more people will die. So he's kind of trying to balance what is more important to him. He's kind of feeling like just getting rid of the death curse as soon as possible, and then heading to the snout would probably be the best option for him at this time.
All right, and you get a fellow Emerald Enclave member with Rowok here.
Yay. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I failed to print. There were a couple of them.
It's all right.
I was like,
All right, with that, Oswin, would you mind giving us an intro? And also what you would like to be doing / saying as y'all are coming out of the Fane of the Night Serpents. Y'all hear screeches from Yuan-Ti running in all directions. The city of Omu is in upheaval right now. You have killed the major powerhouse within this forbidden city, and so a lot of people are going to be vying for power, roaming packs of, well, martial law thugs and hooligans and rapscallions. So there's a lot of danger around y'all right now, but other than that, you'll have an opportunity to kind of catch your breath and discuss what y'all would like to do / doing intros again. So
Could you say we are in the danger zone?
Yes. Yes. Oh.
All right. So, Oswin has two major goals when he first came to Chult. The first is to kind of, as being a strong member of the Harpers, trying to figure out what kind of magical secrets are to be held and trying to investigate the Soulmonger itself and figure out what kind of magic feeds into it. And then second, he's also part of the Cartographers Guild. So making a new maps of Chult and finding exploration, given that the current information is rather lacking, at least for the guild.
Okay. That does make a lot of sense. Why a half-elf bard found his way to the Forbidden City.
And, well, sure enough, he finds himself in trouble, and he has to rely on whatever magic he can conjure up to keep himself out.
Surviving on good beats.
All right, Appleseed.
Appleseed's here just because his travel agent sucks. But he's having a great time. He's got to kill a lot of things, kill a T-Rex, drank a couple beers, killed some snake dude. It's just a grand time.
And what's your class and background again?
My class is wizard. Wizard. And my background is sage.
All right, background sage. So I basically got to crit to hit Appleseed. And I'll remember on the telling you about AC.
Right. And he's part of the Harpers.
Okay, so we have two Emerald Enclave, two Harpers, as Thea, the half-elf noble, comes running in.
I am a high. Thank you very much.
God, all the elf sass tonight on both ends. So we have the high elf and the drow in the same party. This is going to be great.
Racist.
I am a high elf sorcerer.
Does a high elf have beer? If you got beer, we'll get along.
Got a whiskey and Dr. Pepper.
I don't need that fancy stuff. Just like a high elf to pull out.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
Okay, cool. I'm a level 5 sorcerer, high elf. Thea's goal right now is to end the death curse. She just kind of showed up somewhere like in the middle of all of this. Sensed, the call of danger and excitement. It was like, well, fuck it, I can help out here. Sort of wandered in. Told her little slave boy Gustav to wait outside for her because, doesn't want him to get hurt. Just sort of excited to start out. She now currently knows lightning bolts, so stand clear because I will be zapping the shit out of stuff.
Okay, and if y'all wouldn't mind placing your minis on this little map terrain piece we have right here so I can move y'all around along with everybody else. As y'all are talking, as you see a small little albino dwarf, a cleric, a familiar face come running up into the thick of it. Jack, would you mind giving us a little intro for your character? Or typing it out? Do you have good internet connection today?
I didn't know if you were using it for something.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, then I guess we have voice for today for right now.
Hell yeah. Let's hear it, Mr. Life Cleric.
Let me pull up this dude's backstory real quick.
So now that we're
Alrighty. All right, you ready for this backstory that this character came with?
Came with?
It's a surrogate.
Yeah, I got it. Surrogate.
Oh, okay.
So
my
his
backstory is apparently my people keep going missing in the jungle, and all efforts to locate the abductors have been for naught. As a clan leader, which is me, the time has come for me to discover who is behind all of this.
Claminator?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, and our albino dwarf is going to be a Modron. So, when he felt that urge to come into the jungle, it was the aura of his former character dying, and now a small bit of that soul has been latched onto the Death Cleric. At every sunrise, Jack has to make a soulmonger save. If he rolls a 1, his soul is devoured, and the surrogate becomes unplayable.
Well, sir, welcome to the jungle. It's not all fun and games.
And Jack and Appleseed are going to get inspiration for making me laugh so much at the start of this. As we're standing outside the Fane of the Night Serpent, we have introductions from all participants, all of our brave adventurers that have just made it out from killing Raz Nasi. You're splitting up his treasure. You see the city in upheaval. For visual right now, y'all are about right here on the map of Omu. I know it's a little bit hard to see at the angle, but y'all are on the eastern side of the flowing water and about 1,000 feet north of the lava pit.
So what have, just backstory as you guys rehash what you've done, what have you explored and what haven't you explored?
Well, right now, as far as above the table knowledge, they have 4 cubes from the shrine of Ublaka, Unk, Mao, and Kubazan. They know of the 9 trickster gods, all having a cube apiece in the shrine hidden somewhere within the forbidden city of Omu. They came down this direction, tried to look at the lava, ended up flying across with some spider webs. Came down this walkway across the water where they met I believe it was a terrible tabaxi that tried to kill them. And then they came this way and found the entrance to the Fane of the Night Serpent. Well, the hidden entrance. Different part. Okay. You gotta mix up a Thursday too. As you come in through the bottom over here. Comes in through the bottom of the Fane of the Night Serpent. Y'all are coming out through the northern end of the Fane.
So we have 4 of the 9?
Yes, we have 4 of the 9.
And is this something that we feel like we could leave and go someplace else and come back, or is that not an option?
It seems to be a pressing matter. Artis seems to want to stay within Omu, especially since they've gotten so close. You also know about rumors of red wizards that are wandering, that are searching for the cubes. There are, well, other adventuring parties that have also been sent out by Silvara.
It's like red wizards of Thay?
Yes, red wizards of Thay.
So my character would know about the red wizards of Thay, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. You drow wizard, you.
Yeah. So that essentially undead looking for these cubes also.
Mm-hmm. The undead forces that be. So what would y'all like to do? You find yourselves on the northeastern side of the city. You see a vast, well, 200-foot long and 400-foot-long city. Or, sorry, 4,000. 2,000 and 4,000 foot long and wide city to explore.
Are we
And
still
all 5 of those extra cubes are in this city? They're
yes.
not elsewhere. Okay.
Correct.
Are we still in the cave?
You are just outside of the cave.
Baku is going to go back in and look for the Triceratops.
All right. As you come back in, you actually see the cage has been unlatched. The Triceratops is sort of wandering forward aimlessly. He's sniffing around the area where the body of Giral once lied, and you see a singular tear rolling down his dino cheek. Feels as if there might be some spiritual attachment that this T-Rex has made to one of your fallen companions. Seeing all of the Triceratops.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Keep transformed.
Triceratops that saw one of your druidic friends use the forces of nature to help free other animals and clear the way from the cruel Yanti.
Baku is going to go up to the corpse of Giral, and he's going to sheath his sword and kind of pick up Giral and kind of turn to the Triceratops and say, "We must bury our friend now. We would love it if you were to tag along with us, friend.
And
Don't know if
as
you can understand me."
As you all look in, you see Baku, who might have lost a little bit as he's talking to a Triceratops, and the creature just looks back at him, chewing on some lettuce.
Baku will proceed to walk out with Giral's body.
All right, so as you all see Baku coming back out, he has your fallen druidic comrade, Giral the Lizard Folk. What would y'all like to do?
Did the Triceratops come with him?
Yes, the Triceratops did come with him.
Okay.
Is the ground soft where we are?
Right now, the ground is quite soft, yes. And actually to the north by about 30 feet, you see actively flowing water. Looks like you're near the entrance or near the side, the coast of that flowing water that's going through the center of the city.
Is there like a tree next to the water?
There is a tree next to the water.
Baku is going to go up to that tree next to the water and say, I think you all would like this spot. It's very, very nature aware.
If I attack the ground, can I make a big hole? If I crit.
No.
Oh.
You are not a crater maker, Goliath.
I use my great sword as a shovel.
I am going to use my mining kit to do the grave for him.
So would you like to take a long rest, bury Gerald's body, and
Sure.
sit around here? The sun seems to be setting right now as y'all are coming back out. It only seems like there's about an hour left of daylight.
I'll cast
It's gonna be
it.
I would like to bury Gerald's body.
I would as well.
Cast Dancing Lights is like a little light up tribute to
Yeah.
you all, and then have some for light. You know, with the whole thing.
Yes, you can. Okay,
Damn.
so as y'all make it to the end of your long rest, the dead of night, you're able to sit around your fire. It's crackling. You're singing stories of Gerald, all the stories and all the tales that you weave together. The adventures through the jungle, your interactions at Ubalaka, your spiritual gifts. And you start to really bond as adventurers. As the 6 of you are about to take on a very tremendous task in trying to find the soulmonger and cure the death curse that is plaguing not only the peninsula of Cholt, but the Sword Coast as a whole. Right now, y'all see nothing, you hear nothing besides the occasional squeaks and squawks from different flying snakes and creatures overhead, most of them no bigger than a usual pigeon. Besides that, you hear the sounds of looting and fighting constantly around you in the city. It sounds like it is a night of great upheaval. But you make it through your long rest, uncontested, nonmolested.
All right.
Be unmolested.
You feed the Triceratops.
Okay. Anyone else while Baku is feeding a Triceratops?
I want to pet the Triceratops.
I'm going to
19.
scour the area around us for any discernible entrances, exits, or places of interest.
Okay.
I join him, the giant Goliath.
Okay.
What? I got a 1.
Okay, so would you mind giving me a roll, Jack, as you start looking around as the Goliath's like, wow, that's some really big rushing water.
Rocks.
There's so many rocks out here. It's like we're in a ruin.
I got a hot 7.
And you see bigger rocks. Dare I say you see a boulder. It's a great boulder.
Rock is amazing.
I want to pet the boulder.
And as we have one party mate petting the boulder, one petting a Triceratops, one feeding the Triceratops, and the other looking at rocks, I need y'all to roll initiative.
I'm drinking beer.
Has my rock deceived me? This is a mimic.
Initiative rolls are mine. For everybody.
Always 5 or less on initiative. Always. What do you need?
Your tree.
Oh, the trees.
Yes.
I got 25 on Inish.
I go.
You got a
I
7.
yeah.
3 dexes. 3. Yeah, you got a
So I
7.
mean, I got bit by the Triceratops.
Yeah, probably. We'll
We're
see.
just really happy.
Yes, just line trees up all on those sides if you wouldn't
Oh,
mind.
sweet.
This is where y'all were taking your long rest.
Do it, 3D Bob Ross.
What happened to the tree here?
They're always buried, right? Right around her.
Give me a little treasure chest tombstone.
Like right here. One facing north.
All right, so that's the edge of that.
Well, as a turtle, you feel most comfortable with the sun and the moon. So I feel like as a body that you're burying, you would plant it in the east. So that way when the sun comes up, that's whenever it starts to actually shine on the grave. Because that would be your perspective, the best place to bury. I thought too much about that, I know, but still. Fucking
And thinking, and thinking.
Man, I got a 25 in initiative. You can say whatever you want, man.
Always 5 or less.
I absorb them.
These are going to represent ruined buildings. Just going to put the corners. I'm going to use brown ones for now. Just going to put the corners for now to represent them, but anywhere in those squares, the areas, all of you are hiding right in here. And so initiatives of 25 or lower.
That'd be all of us.
Yep, for sure.
Roll a nat 20 on that if you need.
Okay, so anyone got higher than 15?
Think lower.
I'm at 15.
Okay, so that will be Oswin. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
8. Appleseed got 8.
Okay, 7, 6.
Two.
Okay, never roll anything higher than 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, Jack.
Got a two.
Oh dear God.
Where's the Triceratops at?
What about artists? Is he in there?
Oh yeah, artist is in this. Would you mind rolling for him?
Oh, artist is in this one, is he?
Yes, he is in this one.
What are his modifiers? Because he rolled a 19.
Okay. Artist will be going right after Roark. And you know what? Scary Yanti.
Rocks in the
Artist.
center.
Dragon Bait.
No. He's really did a roll reversal, hasn't he?
So, Roark, you are going to hear the twang of bows as Jack, heading the rock, is going to get shot at. Baku, Thea are going to get shot at with 3 arrows.
So should we position ourselves next to the...
Oh, yeah.
So basically, I'm the only one unaffected by the surprise round.
Well, no, there are only 3 shots going off.
How many arrows are going at her?
1.
Oh, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Let me know if it hits.
Is it
All right.
surprise?
Do
You can't.
shield.
All right. So it's Thea cast Shield.
I'll use it to protect everybody else too.
You aren't able to do that.
So,
Okay.
She cast it, it missed. Explain it to her.
Shield gives you a plus.
As the shot goes off at Thea, she casts her shield. It misses wildly. The shot that goes off at Jack is going to critically miss, hitting off the boulder atop of your head. And the arrow that goes at Baku is going to miss even worse than his initiative. But as this goes off, you see that you are not alone. Roark, what would you like to do? The shots came from this direction.
Is it dark?
It is dark. This is the dead of night.
I use my bonus action to cast this thing alight, this flame tongue longsword I own.
And
80 feet of light.
And you just all are engulfed in this light, this bright
Turn it off.
light that radiates
I'm
from his
dying.
flame tongue. It just shoots off this direction. You see the eyes glistening of Yan Ti standing on the top of this tower, well, these ruins.
Oh, that's Artist Simber and
The 3 Yan Ti all appear to be Malisons of sorts, wielding longbows. Yeah, another Yan Ti.
As a bonus action, I love this.
Oh, God. I also need everyone to make me a dex save, as the trigger was met.
Ooh, alright. I got
Is this a spell of some sort?
This is a spell of some sort.
Was this? Oh, it's
Am I able to see the caster?
You are not able to see the caster.
advantage.
How far away are they from us?
You are able to see the source of the caster, though, as it's a line of streaks and fire that come from this direction on the other side of the waterway.
21.
Pass.
That'd be 11 for me.
11 will fail. 17 will pass.
I take more damage.
18.
Pass.
I did 8 plus 3 for dex, right?
Mhm.
That's a lot.
As a fireball goes screeching off in the middle of y'all. For 10, 20, 30, 33 points of damage on a fail. 16 on success. Or Dambaku takes no damage as he just shrinks up into his shell.
I do 31 damage right now.
Well, did you fail to save?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm at 11.
6,
So,
31.
so that means I'm unconscious.
And you see Thea, your sorcerer, high elf, fall to the ground right next to Geral's tombstone.
But we're over here. Not...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, I got mixed up.
There.
Y'all buried him over there? Or over here?
Sure. It doesn't.
You'll bury him over here.
Yeah.
That's where y'all. With that, God damn it. Anything else, Rollock, after your bonus action?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and take some fucking rock shots at this guy. I got it in one hand, so I can use my other hand to throw some rocks. Am I within range? Let's see here. So, one.
Wait, my board's out here then, right?
Health potion. Yeah.
Every board?
5.
We'll put him.
Okay, now I'm in range. So we're gonna go ahead and chuck 2 rocks at the nearest Malisons.
Okay.
Will a 15 and a 21 hit?
Yes.
So let's go for damage now. That's going to be 14 damage.
All right, 14 damage to the Malison. It hisses in pain as they start to direct their bows towards you. Anything else?
Free action, I flip them off. That's it.
Okay.
Haunting.
Artists and Dragonbait are going to start going this way, using their actions to try and hide in the trees away from the sunlight, using this ruin to block that line of sight. As they both failed their saves. And they do an okay job hiding. You're just narrowly able to smell Dragonbait, but you can see Artists. You can see Artists.
Damn it, Otis.
As this happens, since everyone rolled low in initiative, I need to pull up these guys' attack modifier again. As 6 arrows go at Roak. Oh god. Okay, yes. There we go, longbow. And as you see these creatures a little closer, everyone is able to see a human body with a snake for a head wielding a longbow standing atop that ruin as the flame tongue now sheds light on the situation. What's your AC?
My
19?
AC is 19 because I don't have my shield equipped right now.
Okay. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 arrows are going to strike into Roak.
All right, give me your best shot.
That was a couple of them.
Yeah.
As you're going to take 10, 11, 21.
How many shots was this? Is 4 shots, right?
4 shots, yeah.
Okay, so minus 12.
So 21. So yeah, plus 12. So don't change that at all because they got a plus 12 to hit.
Oh.
So it's 21 damage total
No,
from
I'm talking
piercing.
about the damage reduction.
Yeah, and they do a plus 3 for every arrow that hits. And since 4 hits, that'd be a plus 12.
Okay,
So just negate it. You take 21 damage.
21 damage.
Piercing.
Stone's endurance. That's fun. So that's going to be 13 mitigated. That'll be altogether 31, so 30.
And you feel an odd sensation flowing through your veins. It feels like there might have been something on those arrows.
Fiddly do.
For 10, 20, 31 points of poison damage.
Damn, not even a con save?
Not even a con save.
I just walked out of this damn cave and I feel like
As the beacon of light has now attracted all arrows. Oswin, what would you like to do?
So I have a general idea of where the fireball came from, correct?
Yes, you have a general idea from your current location. It looks to be about 10, 20, 30, 40, 80 to 90 feet north of your location.
Is there any way I'd be able to position myself without getting myself further in danger to get a better view in that area?
That's very subjective. I need to know which direction you're moving and what you'd like to see.
I'm basically trying to figure out if I could get within counterspell range or something similar.
Counterspells at 60 or 30?
60.
Okay, 60. Right now, it looks like you used your full movement to get across the bridge. You might be within range, but you currently don't have sight of a target, especially with the light source moving right here.
All right. And where are the archers at?
Archers are up here on top of this stone ruin.
And are they all grouped up together?
Yes, they are. They're in fireball range.
I think that sounds appropriate then. So in that case, I'll go ahead and put a nice fat fireball right on top of them.
Okay. As of right now, what's your DC? 16, right?
15 currently.
2 have passed. 1 using magical resistance is still going to fail.
All right. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
120 feet on spell magic.
Counterspell.
Counterspell, different one.
All right. So that is 10,
Okay.
20, 29 points of fire damage.
14, 29. And you see the creatures catch a blaze. They squeal in pain, but they still seem quite hardy standing atop the ruin as the ground beneath them shakes, the rubble quakes. It almost looks like the structure might fall to pieces if it takes too much more damage. Anyone with a passive perception of 17 or higher is able to notice that.
Oh, that's not me. And I want to throw inspiration towards Baku as I tell him, let's ride towards the sunset and take care of these quickly.
All right, that takes us to...
That's a D8 inspiration, Baku.
God damn.
Sweet, thank you. You gave me inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
And with that, you're going to see one very burly-looking creature. Anyone with a passive perception of 12 or higher is going to notice this creature stumbling forward with a crossbow in hand as he scans the area. Right now, Oswin is in his line of view as this creature is barely shrouded in dim light from the 80 feet area that Roak is able to do with that line right here as he takes a crossbow shot at Oswin. Doesn't even come close to hitting you as it twangs off well into the distance. Appleseed.
And where's my character at?
You're right. Where's your drive? Oh, right here. Where's his drive?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Wow.
And how far away is that new mob?
The new mob from you is about 10, 20, 30, 35 feet away from the solo creature that you currently see.
And how far away is the tower?
The tower is about 50.
All right.
What are you doing? Heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Drinking
I know.
beer.
Who's next to me?
That'd be a good one.
Right now, Oswin and a little slave boy is next to you. A Chilton slave boy named Kuti that Roak keeps calling Pepe.
All right. I tell Cootie, here, hold my beer. And then,
It's okay. He holds your paps.
yeah. And no, that's too high class. It's got to be Natty Light. So I'll bonus action blade sing, and I'll run over to the new guy that's come in.
Okay. Way to ruin my trip.
And I will attack him with my normal rapier.
I disconnected
Okay.
the Wi-Fi. That's great.
I'll buy a dwarf.
The first attack is a 27.
27 will definitely hit.
If I have Goose with me, does he have any help?
He'll take
Not unless you explicitly say
10 points of damage from that.
All right, he cries out in pain. You're able to recognize it as dialect that the Red Wizards of Thay use. You blade singing sucker.
All right, and then the does a 16 hit?
16 matches, yes.
Okay. He'll take 9 points of piercing, and then 1 point of fire. And there's nobody standing next to him, correct?
There's no one standing next to him currently, but he does cry out, "Help! Help! Tim! Tom, I need help!"
Okay.
damn it, Tim.
That'll be it.
All right, and with Appleseed passing his beer off to the Chilton slave boy. Thea, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm unconscious. So
Give me a death save.
I would like to have some pleasant dreams about not being dead, wishing I had my little slave boy Gustav, who doesn't have any health potions because he's fucking useless. I can't tell what this one is. Is it a 9 or a 6?
It's not
Doesn't
a
matter
pass.
either way, as Thea starts to cough up some blood. Baku.
Did anyone actually have the passive perception to see that this building is cracking?
I would if I wasn't unconscious.
She did.
Okay.
Jack, what's your passive perception? Type it in the chat, please.
I'm
I
gonna
got
click
14.
first.
Okay.
Question.
Mhm.
With its 80 feet of movement, move and dash, can it make it to right here? This way? 80 would get me about like right here, but I don't know if you're counting.
It'd be right here for difficult terrain through going through all of this.
Okay.
It's Triceratops.
Um,
Oh, your
The boar.
Your boar, yeah.
yeah, he's gonna go there.
Okay. Running right next to Rowalk.
Yep, and then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, mounting 25.
You see this turtle just come running around, mounting a boar.
Do you make any comments on the decrepitness of this castle or ancient ruins or anything?
I need a good name for my boar.
Boromir.
Oh,
Boromir.
that's cute.
And then as Baku jumps on his giant boar, he's going to say, "Forward, Boromir! There's fuckery to spread!"
Okay.
As he points his sword towards the Yanti that are on top of the building.
Sounds good.
And that is it.
Man, look at how
Jack.
decrepit that building is.
All right, so as per usual, I'm going to cast Bless onto Baku, the big ass fucking Goliath over here, Roak, and Oswin.
We do have
So they get the,
heads up.
Yes, life
Oh,
cleric. There is an adventurer down, life cleric.
Yeah, and I've got a very good
I'm-
passive perception.
oh yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Get their plus D4 to whatever their attack or saving throw. And as my bonus action, I cast Mass Healing Wound, and everyone rolls a 1d4 plus.
Bonus action? Double check the spell. I don't know if that's a bonus action.
Which one is
It
it?
is.
If it's healing word or mass healing word, I believe it's a bonus action.
Okay, master word.
Yeah, it's just a cure wounds. It's not.
Just a reminder, I don't know if you caught this, we all had a chance to take a long rest.
It's a bonus action, 60
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he cast?
Everyone gets 11 HP back, so she gets 11.
All right.
Oh.
Thea,
Everybody
you
gets
surge back.
11?
Everybody gets 11 for those that have taken it. Anything else?
Yeah,
You
you
life
have
cleric.
taken damage, haven't
Again, the blessed thing to Baku, Roak, and Oswin. So the 1d4 for 1 solid minute.
Okay.
you? Bing, bing. That's why I brought all these things.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm at
some-
8.
Rowalk, what would you like to do? 12 seconds into combat. It's the heat of the moment.
As everyone has been telling me and remarking how this building has been falling down.
T-Rex is going to wander this way.
Triceratops.
Triceratops,
No,
damn
it's-
it.
you keep declaring it's a T-Rex. I now have T-Rex.
He's a Triceratops hiding in the ruins back here.
I mean, I do have polymorph, so if you really want a T-Rex,
Roak is going to brandish his adamantine greatsword.
Okay.
So the light that was there is no longer there. But he's going to run up to this here.
Doesn't it take an action to untap the sword's ability?
No. It's as soon as you hilt it or drop it.
A shield? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
So it is now shrouded in darkness again.
Thank God.
And I'm going to go ahead and attack with a -5
Okay.
on the building. Automatically crits.
Oh.
That was supposed to be dramatic effect.
Oh. Okay.
What's damage?
Can I shoot you while I'm prone? Can I like do anything?
Oh.
On your turns.
So that's going to be 9, 17, so
I have
Oh,
an
that'd be
idea.
15, only
I'm
16
I'm
plus 16, 32 damage.
And as you smash into the building, 2 of the creatures fall down. One of them able to stay on his feet. The other falls prone. Seems the one farther back is still atop the roof. As these 2 sides go crumbling down.
With that one that's prone, I'm going to take an advantage attack against it with a -5.
How far up is that building?
Do you have blind sight? Or what are you using for sight right now?
My lookers. I mean, he's within 10 feet of me.
The upright one is.
The upright is not the prone one, so I can't see that far. Okay, so upright one is what I'm going at then. -5 to hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, plus the 1d4, right?
Okay.
Does a 23 hit
That'll hit.
without taking the 1d4? Okay, so that'll hit. So damage. Reroll 1s and 2s. So that's going to be 25 damage altogether.
And you smack into this creature. He seems to cough up quite a bit of blood as he loses some scales.
All right. And since I did crit that time, and I didn't have to use my bonus to actually quench that, I'm going to go ahead and take my second attack with a -5 against it.
All right, sounds good.
And will a 20 unnatural hit?
20 unnatural will.
Right, and that'll hit for reroll 1, 2. Another 25 damage.
And as you just keep slicing into this creature, he's in pain, he's hissing. Do you speak Draconic?
No.
You're able to hear
I do.
very faint whispers. Oswin and Thea are both able to hear faint whispers of slurs and different terrible rock names being used towards Rowok in this direction. But
I
unless,
recognize the rock names.
but unless you have dark vision, you aren't able to see it right now.
I speak Draconic and have dark vision.
There you go. You hear and see both.
You slay that.
As you also hear Dragonbait and Artis miss terribly on 2 shots.
What nerds?
That is their turn. Is the Yuan-Ti. It is now theirs.
Thanks for the man.
Yeah.
This one stands up. Baku's going to get 2 arrows towards him, neither of which comes close to hitting. And then we have 4 melee attacks on Rowok. Only 1 is going to be able to make contact as he hits his scimitar into you.
You're not near me. That's why.
Hey, don't worry about it, man.
6 points of slashing damage instead of all that poison.
3 points.
And that is all of the Yuan-Ti. Oswin.
All right. So
But it's losing.
we have how many archers are still up on top of that building?
You have dark vision.
I do. 60 feet.
There's 1 archer on top of the building.
There's 1 currently on top of the building.
Yes.
The rest is
How far away is it from me?
About 50 feet. 50, 60.
Alright. I like to. There's no danger for me to move up 20 feet further towards them, correct?
Correct.
No additional danger, shall I say.
Correct.
All right, I will move 20 feet closer.
All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. Would you mind moving Oswin up and then putting 1 down for a spiritual weapon?
Osmond is this one here?
I think Oswin's the Modron.
The Modron, okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Spiritual weapon casts up in front.
And my spiritual weapon being the form of a cowbell.
All right. Are you doing it on the one on the top of the roof or the ones on the ground?
The one on the top of the roof.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Walk
And
up.
it's going to go ahead and take a whack at it. And that will be a 18 to hit
18 will make contact.
and 10 points of damage.
Dancing lights when it's not.
She did have the
He starts to bleed quite a bit. He's looking pretty heavily wounded at this point.
Albert, I should still have dancing lights out.
And then I'm going to use my action to cast a Vicious Mockery on him. So I'll need a Wisdom saving throw. As I tell him, what are you, chicken?
It only lasts for a minute.
He is not chicken this
It
time.
is a concentration. So.
He passes.
I'm a little sad, but I will end my turn.
All right. With Oswin ending his turn. You know what? Ah. Damn it.
Yeah.
So the thug standing next to Appleseed is going to get 2 short sword attacks. The closest to hit is a 19. Will that hit right now, Appleseed?
It will not.
It's disadvantage right now?
And it's disadvantage. So,
Okay. So
but
first
still,
one-
no, you won't hit.
Second one will critically miss. Seeing this, you see 4 streaks of energy come shooting out from the back. They seem to be laughing skulls. As Magic Missile comes shooting towards you, Appleseed.
Okay.
Do you have any bracers of defense or any shit that would negate
Yep.
it?
I have bracers of defense.
And as it goes into you, all 4 bolts are absorbed into your bracers as you look like Wonder Woman, just ching, 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 not taking effect.
Is that braces of defense or breach of shielding?
I forget. I think it's Broach of Shoot. Oh, wait. Yeah, which
That-
negates the effect from magic missile.
Defense is just if you don't
It's-
have armor or a shield, you get that +2 to your AC.
Yeah, I'm shielded anyways. So.
Okay, cool. So shield will absorb.
I'd already marked it off. I knew what he meant.
Sounds good. First two, we're gonna miss. Will a 19 hit again? Sorry, it was already at disadvantage, and I forgot what you said earlier. Brian,
What? Yes. What?
will a 19 hit?
No, not even close.
Just wanted to make sure. As you see, 4 bolts that go four bolts that go shooting out towards you from the woodwork. You aren't able to see the source, and you also see the magic missile shot about 40 feet to your north. Besides that, we are now to Appleseed, actually.
Okay. I will make some attacks
Okay.
on the guy that's in front of me.
Okay.
An unnatural 20,
That'll do some damage.
and that'll be 13 points of damage.
And he falls to the ground in pain and agony.
This falls to the ground in pain and agony, or falls to the ground dead?
And he dies.
Okay. Just want to make sure that follows through. And
yeah.
I saw, now I have, of course, dark vision and all that fun stuff. Did I see where that person within 40 feet?
You
Yes.
did not. You saw an open pathway. You saw a casting from no source at all, as if they might be using some sort of means of hiding themselves.
Is it unnaturally dark in that area?
It is not unnaturally dark, no.
And are there any trees over in that area or something that might be hiding behind?
It's more of this area, more of this kind of wooded, mixed in with shrines. So it is pretty densely hidden, but it's still about farther that direction because all this waterway swept away a lot of the debris and rubble.
And how far away from the other people?
From your comrades, you're about 25 feet away. From the Yanti, you're about 60, 70.
Okay, I will head that direction.
Okay.
And I can make it 80 feet, so I can get there, but I won't be able to. Take that back. Move me back 25 feet because I've already used my action.
Okay.
25?
Yeah, because I can move 40.
Okay.
Right across
So
the bridge.
wherever 40 feet from where I was initially.
Oh, 40.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
All good. All the math. Thea,
Okay,
freshly awakened.
awesome. I am going to use my thing to like push myself up, spitting out a little blood, wiping it off her mouth, like, all right, fuckers, let's do this. And do I get to do any spells, or do I just stand up? Is my turn?
It's half your movement to stand up.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
You still got 15 feet, 3 tiles.
Okay, so I can still cast a spell.
Mhm.
Awesome. How far away is this big guy up there?
He seems to be about 60 feet away, yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to take aim and shoot a freaking lightning bolt at him.
Hold up. Don't roll the dice
Oh,
yet.
wait.
So you cast Lightning Bolt.
100 feet long, 5 feet wide in your direction. Each creature in the line must take a dexterity saving throw,
Oh, then never mind.
or it takes 8
Realizing
Okay,
d6.
that
so
your
what would
comrades
you
are
like?
Well, but hang on. So is she casting it at an angle up or just directly in front of her?
up at this one up here.
Yeah.
If it's at an angle up, then it's not going to hit anybody on the ground.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
still going to hit everyone in
Then
the way.
she's going to change her mind, realizing that her companions are in the way, and they're
Okay.
all screaming, "Don't do
I
it!"
need the quick second
So
change of
I'm
thought.
going to use Firebolt,
Okay. Give me a range-based attack roll.
which is on what dice?
1d20.
20.
All right. Shit.
Fizzles off, and you're trying to flip through your pages again, like, oh, what's the right spell? Not Lightning Bolt, that'll kill them all! As it just kind of dissipates off in the distance. But you feel yourself centering again as you're coming back to life and
Yeah.
waking up. Baku.
Mount is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's more than 5.
Yeah, it'll be adjacent.
There. So we're adjacent. It's basically it's us 4 in a corner. Which one? Shit. Actually, I can't see. Right.
Which one shit? I'd probably almost look it off the building.
Which one? Shit. Is there any source of light?
Right now, no. No one has declared a source of
Just the
light.
hope.
Crap. So I'm not attacking it this minute, right?
Yep.
All right. Shield bash. Let's do the gray one. 12 contested.
Falls.
Ha! What?
Falls.
Hell yeah. So that evens that out. Going to go ahead and attack on him with one. Actually, I'm going to attack the other one first. Thunder Longsword.
Okay.
Oops, 13. Fuck, that's going to miss.
The defender swipes into nothing.
And then I'm going to hit at.
The prone one?
Screw it. We'll do the prone one.
Go advantage, yeah.
I don't get advantage. It negates because it's dark. But, that's probably going to hit. That's 17 on the die, plus whatever. 4 magical slashing.
That will hit. 4 magical slashing on the one down there. He is still alive, but quite hurt.
And that's it
Yeah.
for my turn. Oh, my boar is taking the dodge action.
And Jack, what would you like to do? Actually, you're not able to see it, but the boar is breakdancing underneath Baku right now as he's dodging away.
Hell yeah. For me.
I wish to cast Sacred Flame on the nearest enemy that I can see.
Okay.
They must make a dex save or take 2d8 damage. Radiant damage.
And 18, I believe, is going to pass, correct?
I would assume so, yes. Yeah.
All right. With that, that'll take us back up to the top, 18 seconds in. Roak, unless you want to do anything else, Jack.
No, that's pretty much it. That's all I had.
You know, it's just the bonus action to bring the light back out. And I got a prone person. It's a versatile weapon.
No light. No light.
Roak, what are you doing? Did
he use a free action to tell me that?
Yes.
So I'm not going to use the light.
Baku's going to say, I can't see!
Give me a contested save on this, honestly. Both persuasion.
Yeah, would you mind giving me a persuasion check, Appleseed?
Yeah.
Just for thematics.
I can lend
A 9.
I can lend advantage if you need it.
No lights!
Neither one of you sound too convincing, but you're able to keep him from.
I am going to take a -5 on the prone guy right next to me. That's going to crit.
Nice.
Reroll 1s and 2s.
2, 8, 2, 1, West.
8.
Actually, yeah.
13, 14, plus 16, 30 damage.
Shittles.
That's
He's
the prone.
dead.
Okay. Well, I killed him. So I'm going to go ahead and take my second attack. Is it a disadvantage even though he's within 5 feet of me?
Yeah. No, not because he's within 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and take my -5 on this. Will a 13 hit?
13 will. Yeah, it hits their Malison's fun.
Okay. So go ahead. So 5 and 6, 11 plus 16, 27 damage.
27 damage.
And since I killed with a crit, I also get a bonus action to attack again with a -5, by the way.
He's still alive, but only just so.
So 13 hit again.
I hate you.
Oh, so that's going to be 7 plus 16. That's 23 damage.
And you slice through both the Yanti that are surrounding you and Baku. I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, there we go.
Anything else, Roak, you bastard?
I laugh triumphantly.
All right. With that, Artist and Dragon Bait are just going to go over here and try and calm down the Triceratops from that fireball. That's a D12, not a D20.
I haven't even used that D4. Oh, God.
They do a pretty poor job, and the Triceratops seems to be rather rambunctious, almost like he thinks he's a T-Rex. He's just growling, trying to flail his suit stuff. With that, that is the Yanti's turn, as he's like, shit. He's gonna do 2 bow attacks. You know what? He's gonna do that and try and drop down. He's gonna run down. We'll do the two at Rowlock. You took
Does he
down
have
his
dark
buddies.
vision?
Yes, he does. They're
Whoa.
Malisons.
That's a bitch.
And a half. Never mind. Neither one of the arrows comes close.
I was hoping one of them would hit, and then I'd like, I can't see you, can't cast a check, sorry.
That takes us to Oswin.
All right. So that Yanti's on his last legs, right?
Yeah, last tail, but actually no, he's a human body. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. All right. So I'll have my cowbell come down and strike him down. Will a 14 hit?
A 14 will not hit.
Can I lend inspiration?
You have to declare before the roll.
Damn. Thanks for telling me.
All right. I will shout, "More cowbells coming!" as I viciously mock him.
All right. He is thoroughly mocked.
Viciously.
All right. In that case, he's going to take 6 points of psychic damage.
All right. He's like, oh no! As he covers up the holes in the sides of his snake head. Anything else, Oswin?
That will be it for now.
All right. Da, 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 da. You see 2 crossbow-wielding thugs standing on this side of the water bank, holding them at the ready. Right now, only the people with dark vision can see them, as they are just north of Thea.
I think we need lighting it.
Let's see, Thea, Jack, and Appleseed. And with that, I will need a charisma saving throw from Appleseed and Thea.
Charisma.
That's a D20.
Yeah, D20. Efficiency improvement.
Oh, I do.
So that'd be a 10 overall.
Okay.
21.
All right, so 10.
Yes.
So, Appleseed, you feel some odd energy surging over you. You feel like someone's trying to take you away from this plane, this realm of reality. You feel yourself almost slipping away. You stave off that feeling. And as you turn, do you have dark vision?
I do.
You see Thea disappear from the same amount of energy, and the banish spell has been cast on you both.
What?
And Thea had failed her save.
But the kid's there, right?
Yeah. Kuti is still there.
Okay, all right. I turned around. My beer! Oh, it's safe. Okay.
Appleseed, what would you like to do after my beer?
Referencing the lady who just got banished.
How far away? So again, I can't really see where I'm at. How far away from the 2 thugs?
You're dead center in the map, and you're about 10, 20, 30, 35 feet away.
Well, I can move 40, so my pitter-patter of feet run over there.
Okay, would you mind running him up while I roll their readied actions? Disadvantage for their attacks, right?
Yep.
Come on, 1 in 400 chance of double crits. Highest was an 18, so it doesn't make contact. As you go running across, quite light-footed, you nimble drow you.
Do I see where the caster may have been?
You do not.
Okay. Well, I do believe I'm going to attack. By the way, my dark vision's 120, so
That is good to know.
first attack and second attack. First attack is a 13.
13 will not make contact. Seems to be a more heavily armored thug.
Okay, and then 22.
22 will make contact.
He takes 11 points of piercing damage, and then 1 fire damage, and the guy next to him takes 2 points. Takes 10 points of fire.
All right, they both cry out in pain. Ah! Ah! No!
You can't have my beer.
As they cry out, Drax, save me! Drax! Anything else?
I believe that'll be it.
And that takes us to Thea.
Okay. Wait, I thought I disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
Where am I? Like, what do I do?
Right now, you're kind of floating in a Doctor Who style intro.
Oh, cool.
You see a TARDIS fly by you, a couple Daleks. You're just kind of floating in nothingness right now.
I should not have had that much whiskey.
Yeah.
Damn, what is... Doctor Who was a great show.
Oh, I love it.
Not anymore, but it used to be.
And as you see the TARDIS fly by you, it actually knocks you in the forehead, and you are incapacitated. Until the concentration of the banishment is broken, you will remain in this state, or until the spell ends, i.e. 1 minute.
Jesus Chavez. Damn.
Baku.
Question: do I know that Yanti is over there? I don't have dark vision.
You know that there was still another alive. You do not know if he is still there or not. What's your passive?
15.
You can tell he's on top of the building still. You haven't heard any feet hitting the ground, any loud thuds. That's what I meant to do before
Walker's
we
going
ran.
to say him.
Did I get disconnected? Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
Sounds like maybe Albert got disconnected.
Yeah. Didn't plug his laptop in again.
Probably got overheated. He's probably using his phone or some shit.
One of these days, I'm just gonna make a complete anti-caster character. Get the what was that feat that makes it say
Fuck you.
Yeah, Mage Slayer.
yeah.
Come on,
My aura
come on.
Crit fail.
Oh God.
is so we have audio back now, but no video.
I have no idea. It sounds
Yeah.
like
Now.
sounds like someone.
Order now.
Okay, he's still alive, writhing in pain.
I still have.
We have no video, guys, and only partial audio.
Yeah.
And then Baku.
Why can we hear you just fine? But oh, that's okay. That makes sense. Oh, for fuck's sakes, where'd that go?
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey.
What's going on?
17.
We'll make contact. Hear us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, go. 17.
9.
Yeah.
It's waving at the doctor.
But
Damn it.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Awesome.
For now, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get my. I'll get the map back up. Phone must have died.
do you want me to reiterate what I did?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Baku reiterates what the hell you just did.
Hell yeah. Baku, writing on this board, the board kind of not climbs the building, but jumps on you and extends itself upward. The board did the same thing up the building. Baku jumped off of the board on top of the building, shield bashed the Yanti off of the building. It fell, took 7 points of damage. Baku at that point jumped off of the building and plunged his sword straight down.
That's
Died to a sword, and he puts it on the crossguard of the sheet and just rips it out. His blood sprays everywhere.
But did he
So
stick the
that
land?
sounded like a
He's
great
dead, by the way.
story. But, we didn't really hear much of anything.
It was an epic little. The Yanti is dead.
Yes, the Yanti did.
Fucking
All
killed
of them?
him in a very epic way.
Are all of them dead?
Yes, that was the last of the Yanti.
Awesome.
Who's gonna remount Boromir?
Before I get sick from
My
Does Rolex still hear the sweet sounds of combat?
Yes, in this 6 seconds, you still hear the sweet, sweet sounds of combat.
That is great news to hear to me. But Rolex can't see combat.
Sure. We can put the on this side. Yeah, I got the charging thing over here. You need Google Hangouts to do it.
What's the fan?
Yeah, you don't want something to hit the fan.
What's your shit?
Well, yeah, but you know,
Oh, sorry. Brief pause in combat.
Thea still floats around in space, wishing she hadn't taken those
As
shrooms.
God sets up his eyes.
Damn it, she was not giving me those shrooms. It was not smart to eat.
I'll switch it over to the other side, and you should just be able to join the chat since you're already in it with your account.
Damn.
What?
I gotta download it real quick.
How do I get out of floating around in
Take your
space?
time while reviewing this. Flash the kill the wizard that's casting it on you, make him lose concentration, or wait a minute.
Oh, okay, cool.
I hate banishment.
Well,
It's
still
one of the
done.
cheapest pieces of shit.
I mean,
I
sounds-
love it.
I'm kind of
If you fail to
imagining
save.
what it could be fun, you know, floating
All right.
around, chilling, seeing all kinds of weird shit.
So here's this view we have for now, while we're getting an updated iPhone for the other side, since mine's deader than hell right now. But that takes us to Jack.
We can't understand what you guys are saying.
Who's casting the Spanish spell Honor?
You cannot see who's on this banishment spell. No.
Wait a turn.
Can I see any well or prospective hiding places that this guy would be at? Like, I bet.
No, you cannot. You only see the two dogs blocking the waterway in front of Appleseed.
Is there any way to unblock that?
Kill them or push them out of the way.
Oh, well, I guess I'll cast, what is it, Sacred Flame? Yes, on either one of
Okay.
them. Choice.
It doesn't matter. One of them fails.
Oh, sweet. Where's my D8 at? 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 radiant damage.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. It's an action though.
It's still alive, but hurting and recoiling in pain, as you did a fair amount to him.
We get advantage on attacks.
Not from Sacred Flame. No. Yeah, very fire. Anything else, Jack? It's already hard enough to pull over.
Okay.
Roak, what would you like to do?
Screw.
Well, I can't see anything anymore. I don't hear the sweet sounds of combat near me after that beautiful fatality. So I'm going to use my bonus action to hold up my torch sword.
Okay.
I'll also have my shield out just for one-handed purposes.
Yeah.
Taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's my movement. With all of this, can I actually see the battle? Okay,
You don't have
well then
dark
I'm
vision,
taking
Sasha.
everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Roak stumbling through the darkness.
Oh no, I'm completely
He's got a
80
sword
feet
out.
of lightness surround me.
Oh, you pull the sword out again.
I whipped it out.
Well, the Yantis are dead, so they don't go anymore. I'm good. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. The loops.
Wait, how do I mute?
Mute.
Check.
Check that. Everybody. Now, volume will play out of there, so just keep your volume down, and we can still go through here.
All right. I'm gonna need
No.
Exactly what you got.
Oh,
We got Jordan got his thing set back up, so I can turn this camera off, and y'all can hear us better. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. Awesome.
Does that look right there? Up, down,
Conversation.
left, right.
What's happening?
We're just getting a different view of the map right now, and so that way I can turn off the video on my laptop, and you can probably hear us better. Do you want to turn the volume a little bit on that, or is that as far as it goes?
I thought I muted it. Oops, wrong way.
But with this, still, heat of combat as we try to blaze on. Roark stumbles further. Osmond, what are you doing?
You can see.
All right, so are all the archers gone?
All the archers are gone, yes.
What do I still see in the battlefield?
To the north of you, 2 thugs taking on Appleseed.
How far away are they from me currently?
They are 35, 40 feet away.
All right, I
still
move.
got 5 feet of sight behind them.
All right, I would like to move my spiritual weapon closer to them. I don't think I have enough movement to get to them, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on one of them.
Okay. What did you, Jake? So Phantasmal Force gets cast on this. Is that a save or an attack roll?
That should be a save. I'm trying to pull up right now, trying to remember exactly how the save works. It is a intelligence.
Intelligence saving throw. Doesn't matter. My saving throws haven't been above a 10 tonight.
All right. So it now is thoroughly believing that it is covered with a hunk of lava that's clumped all over its face.
Okay. The creature now just seems to be concerned with the lava on his face. Anything else?
I have to read how the damage works. Each round on my turn, I will receive 1d6 damage.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Anything else?
So it's 5 damage this turn, and that is it.
All right. He's actually looking pretty close to death. As that takes us Oh, we're gonna see what happens. The guy with the fire on his face.
Artist Simber and Dragonbait.
They're still back here trying to calm down. Triceratops.
Okay.
Right now, the one that just got the Phantasmal Force from Oswin is going to provide Appleseed with an opportunity attack if he wants it.
Yep.
And you swing at him as he goes diving into the waterway, trying to get that flame scorched off of his face.
All right. He takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and he dies before he hits the water as Appleseed slices into him. The other one standing up top is going to try to slice twice into Appleseed, failing miserably.
This is why I love Vard.
And then I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw as a line of fire screeching back from this Appleseed. It seems to be about 55 feet north of where you're standing. You see it's in the middle of a passageway, a pathway in the middle of the road, but you do not see a source of the caster.
You vanished. You don't take any damage.
I'm guessing not me.
Ooh, finally,
Way off.
21.
Okay.
And this is a line of fire.
Oh yeah, because for fireball, you see a line streaking from the source of the caster.
It's a fireball, but it's a street. Okay, I got you.
Trying to like give an indication of how you're seeing it, where you're seeing it.
A 19.
All right, yeah. Just since I trust everybody, DC 16.
Passed it! Okay.
You got 17.
And I'm going to
16.
reaction absorb elements also.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 33 again. Spot on fireballs. 33 on a fail, 16 on a success. All right, and that'll be the end of their turn. Appleseed, what would you like to do in response?
So there's one person standing in front of me.
Yep.
All right. Well, I will attack him.
Thank you.
With this time, I will use Green Blade Flame on my first attack.
Okay, Green Flame Blade.
And that will be, he takes 9 regular points, 4 points of fire from the absorb element.
No! Ow! How much extra?
And 8 points of additional fire.
Luther, you devil, he is looking very Vader-esque. But like when he's laying in the lava pit, like before the suit of armor, as he's almost crumbling to a crisp, he's almost falling to pieces. But how the hell is he still alive?
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 will match. And how would you like to kill him with his 1 hit point left?
Just I stab him, kick him in water, and then move towards. I'm a low fuels guy, so.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
And then I'll head towards the area that I saw the fireball come from.
Okay, right now it's about 50 feet north of you from where you saw the origination of the caster.
now.
Okay, so I can move 40.
Okay, so just move him to the edge of the map.
He can still see about 20 feet.
Yeah. So what else are you doing when you get that far?
I can see 120 feet.
You do not see a thing.
And I hope that the bright light does not follow me.
With that, do you say that?
Yes, I'll stay away. No light.
Thea.
I am still floating.
Yes, you are.
80 feet
Where do I
side right
come
now.
back?
A few rounds.
Oh. Thea has horrible flashbacks of the last time she tried shrooms. She's dying right now.
Baku.
Baku is, since he's
Over
rebounding.
here.
Oh, thank you. Let's say it's.
There's still a
This is
spiritual
not
weapon up
fresh.
there, too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Probably, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. My turn. Moving to the front of my mount, taking the dodge action, all 3 points from Defender Longsword going to AC. And
Okay.
that is it.
Jack.
Well, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself since that fireball hurt real bad.
You see the albino dwarf patching himself up like, it'll be okay, buddy. It'll be okay. We got this.
And that's gonna end my turn.
All right, and with that, you're going to see Thea's body plop back into the air as it seems like the concentration spell has been dispelled, and we are out of initiative as no one has sight of the spellcaster right now. Appleseed is still towards the north and could possibly find him, but other than that, we're out of initiative.
So Thea's back.
If I move forward 10 more feet and I look on the ground, is there like footsteps?
Give me an investigation or a nature roll. I'm sorry, survival. Investigation or survival.
Investigation is 25.
Yes, you actually see a series of footprints that seem to be about 3 or 4 treks back and forth as if someone was moving about this passageway, but it's fresh. It's almost as if they were doing this while you were in combat.
Okay.
Other than that, footprints that lead, one of the sets of footprints that leads to a doorway in one of the crumbling ruins about 40 feet in front of you.
Can I follow it?
Yes. As you follow it and go in, it seems to stretch the footprints about 15 feet through the doorway before they disappear.
Okay. Can I check for traps and then open the doorway?
Yes, you can. It's a doorway, not a door. So it's like,
Oh, okay.
pull you
I'm
in.
still going to check for traps.
Yeah, it's perception to look for traps.
Do you tell me about
22.
22, you don't see any traps. No, you don't see anything nefarious.
I go to the doorway, still following the footsteps.
Yeah, you follow the footsteps and 15 feet into the doorway, they vanish.
Okay. Is
Actually,
there?
That's not the one thing that vanishes. You see a small piece of cardstock. It seems odd. It seems to be the size of a business card. It's deep red, and it has the signature. It reads Drax on it. As you see a little mage hat on the other side.
Oh, I've already picked it up. to be able to see the other side?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can feel it. It's halfway bent.
Okay.
Let's just say he left a calling card.
Okay. Well, at least it's better than calling cards I got in the past. You know, those turds we used to do in the dry land. Yeah, those are some nasty calling cards. Especially when we light them on fire on somebody's porch. Mm-hmm. I'll go back and I'll give the guys a calling card.
Oh, you drow you. So we're out of initiative. You see your powerful wizard coming back, card in hand. What would y'all like to do?
Baku is going to go and calm down the Triceratops. Animal handling? What's that for?
I get my beer back.
Oh, okay. You see Kuti has actually been slowly sipping on it.
Damn it, Pepe.
15.
Damn
He
it, boy.
starts smacking the
You can
ruins
have it. I got another one over here.
I'll help you. And I'm also going to take that D4 I've been saving for so long. Animal handling, right?
Oh, now you use the D4. And I'm going to calculate y'all's XP up now so I don't fuck that up for a week.
Can I try it again?
You can always try.
Okay.
Are we
I
trying
got
to
it. How long does Bardic Inspiration last? Only a couple minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still within that time frame, so let's friggin' burn it all. Dear God, are you okay?
Yeah, no. Dog's tail came up and hit the book.
You're helping me, right?
It's a D8 inspiration.
Yeah, I know. That's 20, 26,
You guys are
31,
cutting
31.
With all the help. Oh, sorry. The Triceratops seems to calm down a bit, and y'all, well, they're successful in making it out of this combat.
I'm going to feed the Triceratops some food.
Is that the euphemism? Okay, so what do y'all like to do now?
I'm going to fade it.
Take a short rest.
Thea throws up after her massive adventure.
Okay.
Rolok is really at a crossroads here. He's been told to stay back from this guy running forward. He's just got this big flaming sword up. He's just,
Get that sword away from me!
I don't know what to do.
Thank you for activating that trigger. I was going to be really pissed if I had to burn a level 3 fireball on the first round of initiative just because I said a ready to action. I was going to be really bitter. I'm like, if no one does light this round, I can't cast this spell.
And then there was light.
We gotta talk about that light source.
Oh, yeah. Appleseed has voiced the desire for a short rest. Any other desires?
I just feel it.
I'm fine, but I mean, if you guys need a short rest, it's just short.
Short rest is always nice.
Did you pick up catnap?
I did not, unfortunately.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't see
It's
it.
I do have
It's
a
not gonna
scroll of
explode.
magic
It's
missile.
weird.
No worries.
I think you're really the only one
I
that
have
can use
magic
it.
missile too.
Never mind then.
What?
I also
I have a
have
scroll of magic missile as a fighter. Yeah. Don't know what to do with it. Fuck.
All right. So, are y'all taking a short rest? Sorry, correction. You trying to take your short rest?
Yep.
How long in the rest do we get?
You get 30 minutes in.
It's 30
Before,
minutes.
does anyone have an ability to see past invisibility or have a passive perception higher than 22?
I'm only at 7.
Okay. I need deck saves from everybody.
God damn it. It's Drax!
Do I see where it's coming from?
As of right now, when you're taking your long rest, it seems to be a beam of light stretching longer than 80 feet away from where you're currently standing towards the top.
We're not
of
taking
one
a
of-
long rest. We're taking a short rest.
Yeah, this was in the short rest.
Yeah.
This was 30 minutes in.
Okay. And what's
And past that 80 feet, you see it partially obscured by the vine work. It seems to be quite difficult to see. You have 120-foot blind sight, right? Or double sight? Okay.
no, not double sight. Dark vision.
Okay. Dark vision. You were able to see the source of the caster after the spell has gone off. about 119 feet away from you on a tree on a top of a building. I use the Asarak's gift for his stealth roll before this goes down, so we can reroll initiative, or we can just do this regular as he casts this spell.
Okay.
DC still 16. Yes, you do.
I pass.
Which
That
one
was
is
a
this
7
for?
and a 3.
28 points of damage on a failed save, 14 on the success.
Okay.
Write this down.
Wait, what is it that we just rolled for?
Dex save.
14.
Altogether? 14?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
just as Appleseed catches sight of this spellcaster, you see his eyes lock onto you as if he can see that distance as well, and he starts backing his way up out of view.
Okay, and it's my turn now.
Yes.
I'm going to dimension door right next to him,
All right.
and I'm going to attack.
Dimension door is a bonus action or an action?
I'm sorry. It is a action, and I'm going to bonus action summon my Shadow Blade.
Okay.
But I'm right next to him.
Oh no, you're right next to him.
So we're keeping the same initiative.
Yeah, well, this was a surprise round, so yes and no. Because right now, I don't know if any of y'all are able to get in. Does anyone have the ability to travel 120 feet? Let's put it that way. Because otherwise, this is going to happen in about 3 rounds.
80,
I have
110, 100. Yeah, I can get there in 1 round. 80 feet, me 60 feet.
Okay. So you'll be able to get in at the end of the round. Anyone else?
I can cast at that range.
Wait, can I see? That's the thing. Is I don't.
No, you can't.
So
No,
I
you
still
don't,
have
no,
the
you don't
sword.
even see this is going
I
on.
saw the sort of.
120 feet.
Oh. But you saw the distance that it came from.
Did I see
Yeah.
the direction it came from? You mean direction?
You saw the direction, but not the. He didn't see the distance.
Didn't see
Appleseed
the
saw the
distance.
distance.
You know,
With
it's 80
that,
feet.
as you hear the boar riling up, Appleseed, you see the caster next to you. As you now see a red wizard in Thayan red robe standing next to you, start casting a spell.
Okay.
You like?
Well, he's going to be. Well, is his initiative before mine, or should we roll for it?
You know, let's roll for that.
I rolled a 15, 10 plus 5.
You're gonna go before him because I didn't declare Asarak gift before the roll. So what would you like to do?
All right. Well, I do believe I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
First one is going to be a 19.
Here, I actually picked them out already. So what to hit?
19 to hit.
Yep.
Shield. 19 doesn't hit.
Counter spell.
Fuck! Hits.
All right.
God damn it.
Okay. This is going to take me a moment to.
You look like a referee.
Yeah, I know. I put this shirt on like at the start of the session for
10, 18,
better kill.
21, 26 points of damage.
Okay, 26 points. He still stands.
Okay, and then the second attack is going to be 22 to hit as I roll 2 17s.
Okay, that'll hit.
Actually, I'm sorry. 25 to hit.
It'll hit.
Oh shit.
All right, and this time he takes 8, 14, 20, 25, 30 points of damage.
He is looking quite frail,
Do you roll initiative as well?
but still stands. Anything else?
I will attack him with my fist as an offhand.
Okay.
Oh wait, we can do that?
As a for 18.
18 will hit. Wouldn't with the shield.
I open palm slapping for 1 point of damage. As,
Open palm.
I don't have any strength modifier, so
As Appleseed bitch slaps the red wizard and actually knocks his cloak back, you now see his cue ball bald head. Anything else, Appleseed?
that's for the first fireball. Your next one's coming. All right, that's it.
And he says that. It says you should have saved that counter spell
Misty Step.
as he cast the door.
Actually, since his turn, I haven't cast a reaction after my turn, so
It's the same round of combat, though.
It's based off when your turn is, I believe.
The same way that
it's
he could
based off my turn. So I
Oh, yeah, it's based off your turn, yeah.
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 So-
What level do you cast counter?
4.
Fuck. Roll off.
What level he casted at?
5th.
The 5th. So I have to beat a DC 15.
Yeah, it's DC 15.
Well, I rolled a 16 plus.
Nope, you're good. You disintegrate away his dimension door as you hear your comrade come running up on the board, and he's like, "Oh, actually, you know what? He has a level. Oh, fuck. Fuck. He's gonna use his reaction to try to counterspell your counterspell, but he can only cast it level 4, so he has to roll off with a DC 20. Correct?
No. So if he matches my level, then it just goes ahead and nullifies it.
Oh, okay.
If the way it works, if I don't match the level, then it's whatever his spell level is plus 10, and that's the DC you have to beat.
Oh, okay. Okay, and you cast counterspell at 4, so him casting at 4 would dispel that one?
That's correct.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad I kept the one level 4. Shit. No, he's gone, yeah. Holy
How
crap.
far does the mission door go? 300 feet.
Yeah, it's got a range of 500.
Oh, 500. Oh, boy, he's gone.
Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, no, he's not coming back. You just drained all of his fucking second level and higher spells. God damn it.
We won combat without having to kill him. Fight him more. Take more damage.
Y'all do get partial XP from this guy, though.
Well, if we beat the encounter, then we would get full XP. If we beat the encounter, then we get the full XP.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's just it. I would say y'all wouldn't beat this one, but y'all did slow him down enough. You took down his bodyguards.
Okay.
And you wasted all of his high level spells. I had to use the backup one. And you also fought a wizard that was higher than one of the regular red wizard mages.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Apples, I keep forgetting that you're the wizard one. You're able to recognize his robes as a little bit more priestly. Looks like he might be one of the grand wizards.
Okay.
Yeah. I forget like the technical name right now.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Archmage.
Yeah, he's Archmage.
Okay. With that, what would y'all like to do?
Take a short rest.
Wait, if I take a short rest, does that mean my health regains a little?
You have to spend hit dice.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I have the Bardic song for a short rest.
Triceratops is good.
Y'all were able to make it through a short rest.
Okay.
Woo!
What is the Bardic song?
It would be D6 extra. You get 1 free D6 of hit die.
Ooh, 6.
If you spend at least 1 hit die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit that.
Pretty soon it's going to be a D8, but not yet.
Back to full health, baby.
To cast it.
Oh wait, can I do that so I can on a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I need to do?
You roll the 6s.
Trying to adjust your party, so I didn't use a higher than 5th level spell slot for this.
Up to
So-
5.
What would y'all like to do now?
We're doing our short rest, right?
Y'all made a short rest.
Okay.
Y'all are able.
Did we get something from the bar
Yeah, everyone gets a D6 extra.
On top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one D6.
D6.
Mm-hmm. Decide. What I want to do, I'm gonna grab another beer.
So are we? While he's grabbing a beer, what are our goals here? Are we trying to get the other cube? So we'll just should we march along until we find the other one, or what was that? I'm sorry.
I'm assuming an entrance to a decrepit-looking place. It might be the next shrine. That's just what I'm after.
Okay, sure. Just so you guys know, your audio is breaking in and out. So if we're asking what you say a bunch, that's the reason why. Just a heads up.
Can also confirm what he is saying. Your audio is breaking up a lot.
Yeah.
Who's breaking?
I think we are.
Hey, we are breaking up a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's breaking up quite a bit. I mean, it's not like unplayable, but sometimes it seems to come in spouts. So sometimes I'm missing, like key phrases and stuff like that. So if you hear me ask like what a bunch, it's not because I'm not paying attention. It's just because I couldn't get it. It broke up. At least that's my excuse. I'm sticking with it.
Is Tuck the perk? Yeah, but when we're refreshing our training,
Yeah. Now the rest.
Can you hear us?
No, it's really bad now. And we can't hear you at all now.
Nope.
No.
Can't hear a thing.
Yeah, sorry.
One of the first ones.
It hasn't been this bad before. I guess maybe the weather is messing up the internet or something.
Like or something.
It's fucking super hot and humid here in Dallas. I don't know what's happening down there.
Yeah, it's storming quite a bit, but I mean, my connection seems to be okay. How many connections you guys running off your internet service?
I don't know about them, but it's just like 2, maybe 3 devices for me.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. My computer keeps crashing.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you for now.
Yeah, it sounds
Okay.
like the audio is The audio is actually a lot better now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, tried to connect to a different Wi-Fi. We're switching over providers right now. Trying to go with a random one instead of charter, and so it's just taking some time to actually get coverage in all the house.
Charter. Gross.
Yeah.
Laying on my
I will say it's a markable improvement over the previous one. I mean, you guys are pretty much crystal clear now.
Okay, fantastic to hear. Well, while we have crystal clear, what would we like to do? Since y'all have just killed some thugs, some Yuan-Ti, and battled out with an Archmage.
At this point, do I feel like the Triceratops is friendly? Not trained, because
He's friendly towards y'all,
He's
yes.
friendly. Okay, cool. Baku will continue to, what do you want to call it? Aid him, feeding him, giving him attention. Along with my Boro, obviously.
Okay. So we've got a boar, a Triceratops, a bunch of characters, a slave boy. What else are we doing with all these characters?
Can I bring in my little slave boy Gustav and have him just sort of wander up, getting pissed that I forgot him at the entrance?
You know what? Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, you can
All right.
fucking...
I
Two
totally-
slave boys and two pets.
Okay, sorry, I totally forgot I had a slave boy until not too terribly long ago. I'm gonna.
But what are we doing? Y'all are on the northeastern side of the city, still about right. Yeah.
Which directions have we not explored?
Y'all explored a lot to the south. Y'all haven't done much to the north.
Can you point on the map? On the white map. So,
north is where we haven't discovered. South is where we have.
Yeah, would you mind holding that in front of them because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
showing them where we are right now.
oh, okay. So, and we're right where the red thing is right now.
Yes, y'all are right where that red star is.
Here.
But any thoughts about going to the island?
Y'all have already gone to the island and got the lava island.
Well, fuck, that's north. Make up your mind.
I
No,
mean,
that's south.
Pac-Man looking shape in the northwest.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant lava island down on the south. The one in between the water. That's something different.
Yeah. Okay. So, but between the water, we have not been there yet.
Correct.
Is that a sizable area? Do we think there might be something there?
Yes, there actually looks to be some sizable shriny things sticking out of the water in that island.
Hey, let's go. I crack another beer.
Fuck it, right.
All the
Dilly dilly.
deliberation required.
Dilly dilly, gents. Last. As we drink with Appleseed.
Yep.
And I need a survival check. And how are y'all getting across this waterway? Since
How
it is not
far is
still.
the waterway? Hang on. How wide is it?
It seems to be about 100 feet wide. And to the shrine, it's about 300 feet away.
Does anyone have a better proficiency in survival? I have +5.
Okay.
I am not proficient, but I have +4.
Okay.
I am proficient, but +3. But I could gladly help you.
I looked for a bridge.
I'll do the roll since I have +5.
There is no bridge.
Okay. Never hurts to look.
I can cast it on up to 10 people.
What was that? Sorry, so much decision making at once and then none. Sorry, guys.
Hey, can I cast guidance on Baku so we can get a D4 to ability check?
Love you, Jason.
Get some Talda Waxes off.
You fucking kidding me?
I can cast Water Walk on everybody. We can all cross safely.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the way to go.
You're absolute horse shit.
You need new dice, bro.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A 12, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I rolled 2 5s.
Did you add your D4?
Yeah, I added the D4. 2 5s plus a 2 plus 5.
Love you.
Baku gets swept up in the water a bit, trying to traverse across, and you see the current is a little stronger and the water a little deeper than you originally expected.
Well, wait a second. I don't think anybody's crossing right now. I think because the cleric, I believe, said that she'll cast water walking on everybody.
No.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, sorcerer. But yeah, this was as Baku was trying to wade his way across and say, "Oh no, I don't want to listen to the party. I want to stop." And
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Well, it actually looks like I'm having a tough time, but really Baku is just enjoying himself playing in the water.
Oh, yeah. I keep
What?
forgetting you're a turtle.
He did need a bath.
He is a turtle.
All right. Well, I'm gonna draw out this shrine as y'all are approaching. Y'all gonna use the water walk?
Yes. So I mean, if you want, I can cast it on like up to 10 creatures, which I guess counts as y'all. And it lasts up to an hour, so that should be good. Wait, everyone's within 30 feet of me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can clump in fireball range again.
Okay, cool. So I cast water walk, and now we can cross safely.
And then I disengage from fireball range.
Well, okay.
We all separate as soon as this is done.
Spell goes off. Disperse.
Is that a good thing? Now we can all go.
Man, I mean, we aren't all going to take damage at one time.
Well, it doesn't do any damage to people. It just makes you be able to walk across.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about you. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Might be a little weird because it's running fast. But
Well,
guess we just kind of run with it.
So as y'all are walking on the water, it feels a little bit like a treadmill walking uphill as it's rushing southward towards the lava pit to be turned into steam as you make your way across. As you approach, crocodiles wallow in this muddy lake bed, from which rises a walled ruin. 2 columns flank the entrance, carved with images of a long-legged bird with a needle-like beak. At the building's front, slippery stairs ascend to an archway. Those that are proficient in nature, probably the Emerald Enclaves, recognize the creature as an Elbis, or an Eblis.
Awesome.
So what would y'all like to do? You wouldn't mind getting people to walk up here. Y'all see a small walled compound. The wall seems to sit about 1 foot above the water, and there are some steps.
Do I know
And what's guarding it? You said a couple crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
Can we place those on the...
There's crocodiles out there right now.
They're popping their heads up in and around the shrine from the area you're walking in. Like no congregation point at the moment.
Is the Triceratops with us?
Yeah.
Do I know anything about the columns from where I currently am? For my,
Currently, no, you have to get a little closer to examine them, but you do see more of this Elbis, this crane-like creature decorating the edges of it.
can I tell of its importance to this area? Because
Yes,
I'm
you recognize it as one of the 9 trickster gods.
So it's just
as Papazolto.
So it's just the 2 crocs? There's no other...
No other nefarious enemies, bad doers, evildoers. But you do see some steps ascending out of the water into the shrine towards a pair of double doors.
Okay. So this island's not really island. It's just a temple.
Yeah, it's just a temple that's been flooded. A lot of this ruined area was normally walkway, but it has long since been flooded by the waterfall on the far northeastern side of the city.
And is this the only temple that was in this area?
It is the only one that looks to be a temple with the ornate carvings, and it's actually well manicured. Well, I won't say lawn. Usually the other places have good lawns. This one seems, good moss. Looks like the moss is well upkept around it. Good algae.
Okay.
Hey, just a random question. Is anyone proficient in animal handling?
Yes.
I am.
If anyone wants to try to Steve Irwin these crocodiles, I could win inspiration or whatever.
I didn't hear what he said.
So what are you going to use?
I can use inspiration to give you whatever if you want to use animal handling to kind of Steve Irwin these crocodiles.
Crikey!
I do have a potion of animal friendship.
I will wrestle a crocodile.
That will give you all the inspiration you need to succeed.
Hell yeah, you're trying to add to my zoo?
Yes, I am.
I love you, Jason. You realize that in my zoo right now I have at this point, a Ankylosaurus, a giant boar, a giant owl, and now a Triceratops, and I'm trying to add more to it.
And there's almost going to be a crocodile or 2.
Hell yeah. I'm not going to be able to pull this off, but I'll sure as shit try.
Okay, so you fucking with the crocodiles?
Are we really?
You fucking with the crocodile?
I don't know. What are you doing? That was a question.
Crocodiles?
We can use those.
Yes, they keep popping their heads out of the water like all over.
If they're doing it, I'm using inspiration.
gotten initiative yet. I'm gonna use my reaction. If these things attack you, or if these things in any way take an offensive behavior toward you, specifically Baku, I will throw 2 rocks at the nearest one that does the aggression.
Baku is going to dismount.
Hold on. Baku, I would also like to give you some inspiration.
Hell yeah! Is that bardic inspiration?
That is bardic inspiration, D8.
Hell yeah! All right. And I am going to try and approach one of these crocodiles in a very friendly manner, trying to. Is there a cleric in the house that would like to cast guidance?
Yes, I will.
Hell yeah!
Because everyone is casting everything they can on Baku as he's just like
Jump this bucket out.
swinging his way closer. He's like, stealthy turtle.
And I'm going to try and. What is befriend? Is that getting rid of someone?
Befriend is like to
That's
befriend, like
defriend.
make friends, so make befriends with someone.
Yeah. I'm going to try and be friends with this alligator.
Okay.
Come on. Give me something good. Oh! A nat 20, a 3, and a 1, so that's 24. That is 29.
As you approach, you're able to notice that the crocodile looks quite hungry.
Oh, no.
He looks quite malnourished. He looks quite uneasy. He looks like he's about to start thrashing as you approach, especially since you're walking on water. Something he's not able to tell. But as you get closer, you see him to calm a bit, seeing your
Baku's
tortly
going to
shell.
Pull out some rations, the meaty portion of his rations, and throw
He
it.
bites down at the rations as soon as you start pulling it out. He narrowly misses getting contact with you.
I almost attacked him.
You see another crocodile come swimming up this way. Roll me an insight check to see if you just saw that as a hostile action, because you did say towards him as well.
I can lend proficiency.
Give the delay. Roll it with proficiency.
All right, with proficiency.
Yeah, because he's aiding you. So roll it twice. Hope that you roll higher than a 9. As the life cleric tries to save you.
Knowledge cleric.
And you see Roak. Everyone in the group besides Baku sees Roak just fumbling through his bag for rock, preparing to throw it. Almost chunks it towards the crocodile. But the albino dwarf calms him down.
And Baku's going to say, "Easy, creature. Easy. I am your friend."
Yeah, Sean Connor, help us.
Continue to try and be friends with this
One
creature.
more.
Who else is animal handling? Good.
No, it's you.
Is it just me?
Right now, you're standing on top of the water, surrounded by 2.
We eat animals in Underdark. We don't befriend them.
Bruh.
Am I getting any more guidance, inspiration, etc.?
I can do whole person on one of
Sure, fuck it. You can have one more inspiration from me.
What?
Guidance. Fuck it. That's a cantrip.
Okay, you're guided again.
Oh shit, here we go. Ah, fuck.
Oh.
That's 10, that's 15.
How many rations do you have on you?
I haven't really been keeping track. I would say maybe 10.
The creature launches towards you. Nearly makes contact with your satchel. He tries to grab a hold of it as he's ripping out more, but he does not seem to attack you.
I'm going to undo my satchel and try and show them that I am friendly and try and feed them and be friends.
As you undo the satchel, this one is going to get it in the clutches of his mouth and start swimming this direction. Do you want an opportunity attack?
No.
Okay. You see him wade his way around this corner as the other 2 sit eagerly, almost like curious puppies, around you as you're still standing on top of the water with their little eyes and mouth perched atop the water.
Baku is going to try and pet the one that I've been feeding and trying to tame. So
Animal handle.
Animal handling. Anyone have animal handling?
They have to be up next to you to help.
Oh,
I'm adjacent to him, kind of. Or I'm
I was like, no.
Jason,
Guidance again.
yeah. Come on.
The albino dwarf, you can do it!
Fuck yeah. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
And you start petting the crocodiles. They seem quite relaxed with you now. They still seem hungry, still look like they could use some food, but they seem quite enamored with you.
Easy, friend. I will feed you if you are friendly towards me.
It hisses.
Do they speak Aquan by chance?
No.
They can hold their breath. Languages are 0.
Aquid is elemental.
That's cute, though. That's cute.
I'm going to pull out my pan flute and start playing it for him.
You get inspiration for that. And as you start playing your pan flute, they seem to start swimming in a nice little circle around you. And as you do this, it grows on. How long do you play your pan flute?
A minute or two. See what the reaction is.
On the first 90 seconds, you see a giant crocodile.
I got you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Round the corner at the back end of the temple. It looks much bigger than the other 3 that you have seen so far, and it has a bit of your satchel in its jowls. It's starting to swim towards you.
I still have my action ready.
Yeah.
Can I give them a non-verbal communication of please run, I'm looking out for your safety, try and get out
You
of
can
here?
try and shoo them off.
And
Animal
then
handling.
kind of like point to the creature.
It's below a 5. You smack them.
Guidance!
Got it.
Thanks, bro! Shit.
Baku will have infinite guidance for me,
Yes.
so I don't have to keep saying it.
Shoo the crocodiles away. As they start swimming this way, as you see the giant one making its way towards you.
I'm going to backpedal while it's coming towards me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get right in the middle. So I still have
What is
line of
this? Is
sight
this
on.
like a
Is that making the way up the stairs?
A 1 foot tall wall.
and then I'm going to
Checking for traps first.
Okay, so Appleseed is on the staircase.
No, I said check for traps first, and then make my way up the staircase.
Okay, perception.
24.
24. You do not see any traps. What you are able to see in the alcove is a very nice double shrine door, or double door with. A double door, very nicely crafted in stone with Old Omen script on it. Unless you're able to read Old Omen, you aren't able to translate it, but you see some sort of word, or a series of words written on the front of these doors.
What is that language based off of?
Based off of Cholton.
What is Cholton based off of?
Cholton isn't based off of anything else.
Boy who reads children.
Okay.
That is mechanically.
Well, Cholton will be based off. Everything's based off of one of the major languages, but I will make my way in, and I will ritually cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. So while you're doing that, you see a bit like flood of
I'll
water.
probably move. I'll look for traps and move closer in.
Okay.
Once,
and as you move closer
before
in,
he moves any further, I'm going to declare once he gets within range, once he shows hostility, I am going to strike with my sword.
give me an insight roll.
Putting 3 AC on my. 3 points AC. And then Baku is going to say, ready yourselves, I do not think this
I'm ready my
creature
action to attack when he
looks
does.
very,
Attack as well.
So you attack when he attacks. Okay.
When he
Can I
attacks.
attack when they attack?
Yes, you can. You're ready in action for that.
Okay.
And Baku has a guidance currently on him, as of right now.
Hell yeah. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Its insight roll seems that the creature does not seem to be coming in aggressively, but with curiosity.
So we should attack it.
Wait 1 second,
I was
please.
like, do you ready your actions for this trigger or something else?
Baku is going to walk up slowly and cautiously, kind of trying to give him like a non-hostile, hey, I'm not here to hurt you type of stance, if that makes sense.
Give me an athletics roll.
How
Shit.
deep is the water?
You don't know.
We don't know because we're walking on it.
You said athletics?
Yep. Damn! And
He's got 20s.
the creature tries to wrap its tail around you, tries to wrangle you up as he's trying to pull you closer, but he's unsuccessful. You bat away his tail.
Do I feel like he was hostile?
Did not feel hostile. It felt a little more playful, like a big fluffy Clifford trying to grab a hold of you.
I am going to proceed to walk towards him a little bit further and try to pet him.
Okay, animal handling.
I'm going to try and get myself a giant alligator. You weren't expecting that.
I was not.
If I
Oh,
Yeah, never mind. Maybe. Guidance?
I'll walk right behind you, and
always
you-
guidance.
I'm proficient in it.
Hell yeah.
He snips at you.
Snips.
Huh?
Love snip.
Boom! Another one! And as your comrade comes up to aid the giant crocodile,
Yes.
Oh, you know what? His tail's got a 10-foot reach. Tail attack comes in with a 27 to hit.
Protection, disadvantage.
21 to hit.
Matches.
Damn. Should have done the other one, sorry.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning. Give me a strength saving throw. As the creature smacks Roak with his tail and then looks at you quite relaxed and almost puts his belly up.
I'm going to try and calm him. Like, hey, this is friendly. Don't attack.
That's gonna be
Friendly.
all together.
Okay. You're good as you stay upright and prone.
Is he able to aid me, even though he's...
He can sure try to aid you, but look what happened last time. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yep. All right. I'll be fine.
And you are now able to get the creature
Do you want me to
friendly
keep rolling
towards you.
for this
I don't really want you to. As we are now out of initiative, is you still have Appleseed about halfway through casting his Comprehend Languages, as you have now not tamed, but befriended a giant crocodile that is a huge beast, who has 4 crocodile babies who start swimming around you as you're walking on water over their heads, trying not to step on them. God damn it.
It's like water polo mixed with Frogger.
Is there, do I see anything in the close distance that I could maybe use to feed the crocodiles?
If you're a lizard folk, I'm sure you could find something, but he gone.
I do have a young dragon's head.
What?
Okay. And y'all are
It killed my original Pepe.
getting a pee for a giant crocodile.
Devoured? I love you, Albert.
No, he wasn't devoured. He was.
No, do you want that head devoured?
Oh yeah, go right ahead. It's 20 pounds off my back.
Okay. Baku is going to try and kick, making sure he stays
Young
away
red
from-
dragon, just so you know.
He's trying to kick the friggin'
You
kick to move
feed
it.
Tender's skull to a huge crocodile who just starts munching on it like his new chew toy. God damn it.
Oh god, this is glorious.
Baku, what's its name?
Crocodile Dundee.
This should be a good one.
King Croc. King Croc.
Oh, that's kind
I like that
I
one.
like King Croc. Any other ideas?
I mean, King Croc wins it for me. He is.
How about dinner?
No. He's our friend.
He sounds. I like the taste of his croc skin. As he's casting his spell.
It's quite delicious.
What is Artisan Dragonbait doing this whole time?
Dodging in the back of the group. Taking care of the Triceratops.
They're wide-eyed right now. What?
They're like, oh, what did we get into? They lost the lizard folk, and now they're getting all the animals they can find. Holy shit.
Oh, dear God.
Also, I'll go ahead and trigger the comprehend language for what Appleseed is able to read. So we've gotten 10 minutes in, and you read, Papa Zolto teaches us to bow before no one.
You just got all these guys to bow before you.
What was the name again?
Breaking the tin.
What was the name again?
Papa Zolto.
Papa Zorto.
So now that we tamed these crocodiles, can I look at those columns now? See if I can learn anything about them?
Look at those columns.
Bertoli.
They're nice and perky.
Can I
And
learn anything about
Papa Zolto will do what?
Wait, what?
What is Papa Roach?
Papa Zolto teaches us what?
Papa Roach?
Papa Roach teaches us to bow before no one. Obviously, he's not Asian.
Asshole.
Oh, asshole.
And that's the only writing?
As the only writing that you were able to see has any value. Everything else is more a mosaic, a depiction of those Elbi, whatever the hell you think. They're like cranes, and it seems to be more artistry from image rather than word. But that is the only phrase you're able to translate with your comprehend language.
Okay, I'll let everybody know. And what about the door? Does it look pretty solid?
The door seems to have 2 brass knockers on it. They look quite nice and perky. Besides that, nothing.
Is there like little knobs on it I can tweak?
Yeah, you can tweak them.
Yeah, go up to the doors
Yeah.
too.
Thank you for letting me do that. I love you.
I did not let you. The dice did.
Does it
There you go now.
Fucking
does it
nat 20.
look like it is
Is it
locked?
dark?
It does not appear to be locked, but you do not see a locking mechanism on it. The doors appear to open outward.
Can I check for traps?
Yes, you can sure check for traps.
That will be perception or investigation.
Oh, that's fine. Perception to find traps.
12.
At 12, you do not feel like there are any traps there.
Well, okay. So the doors appear like they swing outward or inward.
They look like they swing outward towards you.
Well, I don't think I have Mage Hand. Nope.
All right, not worried about traps or anything, are you?
Always worried about traps.
Blasted wizards. Oh, what are we doing, lads and lass?
Hey, you over there that looks strong. Pull the store open.
Roar!
And I'll move back around the corner.
You blow this door open.
I mean, it opens outward, so it's going to come.
Appleseed will move back around the corner, by the way.
Okay,
You'll be fine. I've already checked for traps. You're good.
All right, and Appleseed, as you back out, you're going to see 4 small crocodiles and 1 huge one that seem to be playing like puppies around Baku.
Now,
This is our following.
he basically told the group what the comprehend languages told him, right?
4 total crocodiles.
Yeah, I told everybody what it said.
Roar, Balsanome! As he has his adamantine greatsword strike down on these doors.
These door.
Automatic crit.
I hate you for rolling for formalities, you fucker.
It really was the dice. This dice rarely hits nat 20s and shit like
You were just saving it for
Reroll
later.
ones.
Those initiative rolls pay off in the back end.
Exactly.
See, that's 9,
I never
Be-
rolled that good on that dice.
I was
14, 30 damage on the first hit on these doors.
And you just start cracking away. It looks like it will take you about 5 minutes of smash, smash to get through. Would you like to do that instead of saving your rolls? Or would you like to roll for a few minutes?
I could smash all day, to be honest with you.
I'm sure you
What's your
could.
strength
Now you
now?
sound like Brian with all of that.
Plus 4.
Baku's going to say, perhaps I could try my new friend to break down this door.
Can Thea just
Give
go
me an
up and
animal
try to
handling.
open the door?
I'll aid him.
Which is a D20.
I have proficiency in animal handling. And I'm right by the door anyway.
19 plus 2 plus 5.
So with Robok and the giant crocodile smashing their way in the door, as Thea slips trying to walk closer, it'll take y'all about 2 minutes to break through it. As the Goliath and the giant crocodile squeeze into the entryway, but still smash through. On the other side, Roak is able to see a mosaic floor. Moss hangs to the stonework throughout this hall. The mosaic floor depicts a tall bird using its long, pointy beak to pin a monstrous frog-like creature with tentacles sprouting from its shoulders. Set forth into the far wall is another set of double doors.
Is there any writing anywhere?
Double check my maps. There is no writing where you're currently standing, just more depictions of mosaic birds and, well, nice scenery. Lots of moss.
If I move in and check for traps while I'm doing it, do I see any writing, or is it just the mosaics?
You see no writing, just mosaics, especially with your comprehend language.
And I see no traps in either.
No traps, no written script.
Okay, so that would have been 20 on investigation or
Yeah.
perception. Excuse me. Okay. Do the doors look locked?
They do not appear to be locked, no.
Do they appear to swing in or out?
They appear to swing inward into the far room. I'm sorry, they swing away from you.
Away for you? Okay. Hey, strong turtle dude, open the doors, please.
I am
Strong turtle, dude.
I can drive. You look quite strong. Perhaps I should aid you. You are much stronger than I.
As they start chanting his name, he can do nothing more than open these doors for these people. Now, am I pushing this door
At this
over?
point, you just hear Kunti say, "Who's screaming your name?"
You want Pepe?
I like
Be
apple
quiet, Pepe!
I like apple seeds. He drinks from the beer.
I'm gonna put Pepe over by
No, you keep him out there. You keep him out
What,
there.
you don't want me to take another one of your slave children?
No.
I could sell you
Little
a
cunty's
straw.
got to stay outside.
All right, you vulgarous bastard.
I will
What are we
aid you.
doing?
Okay. Am I just pushing this open? Am I
Push. Yes, friend, please push.
Okay,
This
then
is
I'm
a push
pushing
tool.
it. So
I had
strength
someone that rolled a 31
Oh,
on an
yeah.
athletics check to open a door that was pull instead of push, and it was great. It was great. It was Raz Nasi's lair, and it gave him a big old notification 6 seconds ahead of time that someone was coming in.
So that's going to be at advantage. So 17 plus. So that'd be a 25.
A 25 will open as it seems like they're quite heavy, as each door weighs about 600 pounds apiece. As you get to the other side, an empty pedestal stands in the middle of this chamber. 6 statues face it in alcoves along the wall. They depict bare-chested humans with heads of different animals. From left to right, the heads resemble those of a lizard, a jaguar, a lobster, a toucan, a bat, and a frog.
Do I learn anything from the stonework? Or can I learn anything from the stonework?
I'll check for traps and I'll walk over to the first statue on the left.
Okay.
What lit is it in here?
It is not lit at all. It does
Bonus
not look like a
action.
rave.
Flame tongue.
15.
Shrouded in light.
15. Do I...
I also move around away from everyone else, out of fireball range.
So where are you at now?
I'm inside.
do I see anything when I move up to it?
All right, so when you move up to that one, you see a frog, the statue with the humanoid head of a frog.
Okay. Is that it?
That is it, yes. Other than that, you have the stone pedestal in the middle of the room.
Quick question: is everyone else following us into the room?
Yes.
Everyone else is with us then. Just
Yes.
our entourage and our freaking army of
Crocodiles
creatures
and triceratops.
and boar,
They
giant
can
boar.
guard the door.
We'll hang out outside, protecting our backside.
Can Jack learn anything based on the stonework on these statues?
As you look on the stone, you're actually going to see an inscription that seems to be written in Old Omu. It seems to be on the base of the pedestal, but you aren't able to discern it.
Okay.
Whatever it says, I translated it to everyone else.
You're not able to read it, but
Oh, I
you
think you said I was.
pointed out to someone that can.
Appleseed can read it.
I can read in Grung. I think that's the frog people language.
I can read any language as long as it's written down.
Awesome.
All right, so as you look
Wait,
on
is
this
it
one,
Chilton?
no, it's Old Omu.
Old Omen. No.
On this inscription at the base of the statue is a riddle. Comes with sunshine, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite. Always joined to its caster, never strays from its master.
I can't answer this. I've been through this.
Thank you.
Can you repeat the thing again?
Now, what would the
And
six?
is there anything else in this room?
Shadow.
Can I look around for anything else?
You see the six statues, but there's nothing else that really calls out to you. It's a cold stone a cold stone room. Besides that, you have the source of light from Roak that just radiates out towards everything. But you have the 6 alcoves. This inscription, I'm going to type it out in the messenger right now.
You want me to repeat it?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Comes with sunshine, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite. Always joined to its caster, never strays from its master.
Write it down before you say it, please.
Quite interesting. I have no idea what it could be.
Never strays from its masters. You see Thea perk up with ideas.
I feel
I
Oswald
have
is
an
right.
idea. Yeah.
I feel like
As
Oswald.
Oswin and Thea both look at one another as if they've come to a similar conclusion. Thea, would you mind enlightening us to what you and Oswin might be talking about?
I
Fucking
believe
funny bastard.
it's talking about a shadow.
All right.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Well, as y'all have discerned that the source is a shadow, what do y'all do? As Thea and Oswin believe that shadow is the correct clue to this riddle.
Does that mean we need some kind of light so we can cast a shadow somewhere?
I wonder where that would come from.
If we need
I leave the room.
Appleseed leaves the room as Roark gets his flame tongue ready to be fully lit, hold it in the middle of the room.
It's about to get lit.
Declare 3 points to AC, taking the dodge action for anything that happens.
Okay.
I prepare my shield, the shield spell, just in case.
No one tells me what's happening, and I'm a very unperceptive man.
Well, what are y'all doing?
I'm gonna prepare a shield spell just in case I need to use it in case some shit goes down.
Okay, if you do not use that in 6 seconds, it uses a first level spell slot.
Yeah.
You don't prepare that anyways.
It's instant.
It's
Anytime
a
that you're hit, you can cast shield. Yeah.
Oh,
You can look at the required time to cast spell, and that can really help you figure out which ones you can cast as a reaction versus a bonus or during your turn.
Well, it'll tell you. It'll say.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I want to prepare a dodge just in case.
what's up, fist in preparation for doing?
Yeah, my sword is lit.
Yeah.
How
You find
limited
out.
is it?
It is quite lit. Seeing that it's 80 foot of light, you're in a 20 foot by 60 foot room. Or
Try
foot
walking
room.
around.
Four-
You hear from outside.
Okay.
Wait, so does he tell me to turn it off?
No, I'm telling you, try walking around.
Just try walking around. Okay. I'm going to walk over here to the right.
All right. As you look over, it seems to be a very impressive statue. Body of a human, head of a jaguar. Bless you. But
Bless
you
you.
see nothing else in the alcove, nothing with the pedestal, nothing with
Where
his
was the
arms.
one with the frog?
The one with the frog was on this side, right here.
I'm going to walk up to it.
You see the same.
I join him.
All right. As you start standing next to Roark, he seems to be standing next to the statues, investigating them, looking into the alcove, the pedestals, what they're holding, but they just have their hands at their side, humanoid bodies, bare-chested torsos. And
How rich do they look?
they don't look too bodacious.
Damn.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything off about them?
Yes.
maybe?
On which one?
I'm gonna go towards the
What-
one clip.
What's
the
your
frog
Arcana
one.
check?
Being mean.
Do you have knowledge of Arcana? You
Yes.
Do? I do an Arcana
Okay,
check.
well, right now they're in front of the Arcana one. Or right now they're in front of the frog one, investigating it.
So I will turn and investigate the one closest to the dwarf.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do an Arcana check on it.
All right.
I can learn proficiency if you need it.
So +5 altogether. I think that.
So this +5.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So as you look over, it seems to be a lizard for a head. Other than that, humanoid body, bare torso, but you see no magic radiating from this cell.
That could be a good thing, or it could be an idiot.
So it had it pinned underneath. So what I'm thinking is that I need to cast the shadow somehow to the middle pillar. That's just what I'm assuming from this.
I'm standing in front of you, so it should be casting a shadow right now. Right? Me?
Yeah.
Even though I'm just standing there?
It's with your passive perception and your line of sight.
Oh shit.
Is that guidance still in effect?
It is
Okay.
now.
I'll say
As you,
that
well,
since-
no, as you asked, you can do that because it was before the roll.
Okay. Since it was intelligence 13.
Baku senses some odd magic coming from the alcoves around you. He's not able to discern it, but it seems unnatural.
Can I roll for Arcana?
I relay this to the party.
What was that?
Can I roll for Arcana?
Yes, you can. What statue would you like to be in front of when you do this?
I'm still in front of the frog statue, I think.
Okay.
17, 20.
Frog is this one.
I want to say it's an unnatural 20, but I'm just double checking.
Fine, it won't tell you anything, as it just looks like a frog standing in the alcove.
Can I try to see what kind of weird magic Baku is sensing?
Yes.
If he turns out the light, I'll yell in. If you turn out the light, I'll come in and detect magic.
Nice.
It's all around you.
I've got my own.
Because he says it so nicely, I turn off my light.
All right.
I can no longer see. Baku goes, oh, God.
Oh yeah, I'm in the dark too. Don't worry about that.
Just a reminder, I do not have. You cannot see
I'll
us.
come in. I'll sit in the center of the room where everything's within 30 feet of me, and I'll ritually cast detect magic.
You're going to ritually cast what?
Detect magic.
Magic.
Do you hear me?
One more
Detect
time.
magic?
One more
Detect magic?
Are you casting detect magic?
Yes, detect magic.
Yeah, it's cutting out right now.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah. Detect magic in the center of the room. You're going to feel a draw to the statue that has a bat over its head. Sorry, a bat for its head. It is this one.
I'll say, check behind that one with your light, and I'll leave the room.
Okay.
Well, I guess that means that I'm going to move up in front of it and use a bonus action to light my sword back up.
All
Hold on,
right.
before you do, can I roll for Arcana in front of that statue before anything super
Yes,
crazy
yeah.
happens?
Yes, before you do this, please roll.
15. Hold on, math is hard. 18.
I'm up against the deep shit, ain't I?
26 for Arcana in front of the bat statue.
And 26 for Arcana. As you look it over, you see an odd magic radiating away. It feels like it's illusionary magic, but you do not see anything else.
I tell who's ever around me that this is some kind of illusionary magic.
An illusion, Michael. But yeah, for any of you that know about the banana stand.
Nobody's in the banana stand.
And as you turn on the sword, it dispels the illusion backwards as you're able to see a small crawl space in the ceiling in the niche alcove behind this statue. It looks like a small creature could hide and wiggle their way into it,
Give me Gustav.
or a medium creature could squeeze.
All right.
Not Pepe?
No.
Is a dwarf a medium or small creature?
Dwarf is small.
Yeah, dwarf is small.
I just walk in.
Okay, so you're going in, albino dwarf?
I'll go ahead and give him leverage to get inside. Anything
I will help lift him up if need be.
Yeah.
All right, as you make it around this alcove, you wiggle your way in. It's quite dusty as it goes into your lungs.
And I do have dark vision, just to remind everybody.
And as you come around the corner, you seem to travel into an odd hidden little room. As it feels like you're on The Price is Right. Or actually, no, sorry, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune.
I remember.
As you see a strange grid etched into the far end of the wall of this stone-like cell. The cell stretches floor to ceiling 10 foot tall, and the room itself is only about 10 foot by 5 foot. As you come in through the entrance, it opens up.
I relay the information behind me, but I still stay snugly in my hole.
Okay. Good for you. It's always fun being in the hole. But anything else?
I ask if these guys would like me to go forward or come back out.
I toss a length of rope into the actual alcove as a quick exit.
Okay.
I can send in Gustav to help him out.
But I say, carry on. Here is the exit if you need it.
Then I'll carry on, but I grab a hold of the rope and I wrap it around myself.
What have you said so far to us? Anything?
I just relayed what I can see in the room presently. And it's like a 10 foot by.
What does it say?
I didn't hear you.
There are no words inscribed in the wall. He was asking what it said, but it seems to be a blank view from Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh. Hadn't told him what he wanted.
Oh, you're good.
Well, I dropped down.
Oh, no,
Trying to stay away from you. Alright.
You can try and give me an insight roll if you want to try and do something in character as opposed to above the table.
Yeah.
I got a 20, unnatural 20 for insight.
Okay, a 20 will tell you that there, as you look it over, it seems like the spaces are big enough for one letter apiece. Again, very Wheel of Fortune. As you start counting them over, you see that they number quite a bit. As you see the
Albert,
gridded area.
I don't think you're giving us a good enough hint.
Yeah, no. Trying to heavily emphasize on that one, Brian. And with a 15 by 7 grid pattern, completely filled with squares, different darkened, different light, you see that there might be letters that need to be inscribed into this to make it work.
Fuck, I want to say something so bad.
This is what you learn with a passive 20, or with a 20 insight roll.
I'm going to do summaries.
Thank
Can you
you.
tell us what
I
language-
relay the information back behind me. Yell it back so where they can hear me. Something about letters and dark shades, etc.
Well, right now you do not see any letters. You see places that letters could be, as if you're just missing a blonde in a nice dress to help flip them
I guess
around,
that's what I meant.
or draw them yourself.
Do you have to say enter shadow? Or is this a different riddle?
Yeah, is this a different riddle, or can I? How big is the words? Like, is it room for one word, 2 words, or can I not tell?
The room that hidden room is 5 foot by 10 foot.
No, where I can inscribe the letters. Can I see like how many letters I can fit, or how many words?
Enough letters to fit. What's 15 times 7?
Oh fuck!
70.
7 is 245.
105?
All right. It looks like there's spots for 105 letters.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, he won't help you here. This is Turl.
Oh, fuck.
Do we have anything that's 105 letters?
Can you show him what the wall looks like?
I can't because I already filled that bitch out.
Oh, you filled that out.
I went. Oh, since you've already seen it,
Yeah.
I could give y'all the puzzle cue or the puzzle visual behind it, but the cameras aren't good enough to show the color difference / where everything is.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Wait, how did they get it? Oh, yeah, that's right.
If anyone else wants to give me insight rolls to figure out parts of this puzzle that might help,
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Hell.
I'll get guidance.
My insight is 22.
Did you add guidance to that?
You guys have fun. I'll be back.
okay. Well, Appleseed is actually going to spend some time contemplating in front of the riddle, just reading it over it. Oh, fuck. Close the book. Reading the riddle over and over to himself a few times.
Your audio.
You're breaking in and out.
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
All right. I didn't hear any of that.
Can't
It was
hear anything you just said. Still can't hear you.
yeah, we can't hear you.
Damn their charter internet.
I had to do the conversion from spell scrolls to magic item rarity to see whether or not it would dispel. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
May I try your tower thingy to see if it actually lets me?
All right, what's
So Appleseed, as you're sitting in front of the shrine, you're able to read over and over again, come with sunshine, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite, always joined to the caster, never strays from its master. Seems to be about 105 words. I'm sorry, 105 letters.
I'll start putting the letter, or yeah, start filling out a grid in the sand, I guess, and that matches that format. Put the poem in it.
All right, so you're able to relay that to your albino dwarf Jack if you would like to inscribe that into the wall.
Ready?
I go ahead and inscribe that in the wall after it is confirmed that it fits in these squares. And if
Okay,
it
does fit into the square. Your passive perception picks up.
Then I go ahead and put all those letters and words in those squares.
All right. So after about 5 minutes of Jack inscribing this into the wall, you're going to see you can see, writes that last letter in. He's expecting for a trap to go off, some terrible nefarious energies shoot out and kill him, but nothing happens. And as you step back away, what's your passive perception?
Mine is 14.
And a 14 is going to be able to pick up the couple of these squares are a little darker than the rest in the grid. Of the 105 squares that seem to be making it up, you're going to notice that 9 of them seem to be a little darker. And as you start reading from the top to the bottom, you see 9 letters that seem to line up in order. I will now type them into the chat for you to convey to the party in any way you would like to.
If I roll for perception, will I learn anything more or no?
You always could, but you probably won't.
Might as well. What do I have to lose from here? I mean, 23 perception. Do I learn anything new?
It will actually.
Can I tell everyone?
See if it'll. Oh no! Clarify it. Oh
Okay, I can sort of see the color difference there. Can I tell everyone that cover eyes are the darkened squared word?
What does it mean?
Oh, I have no idea. Cover your
Have
eyes.
you tried it yet?
I cover my eyes, I guess.
You see darkness.
Am I scared?
What do you see?
Darkness, I'm scared.
You look like a fool.
We can't see you.
Well, what would y'all like to do?
Is it that all? Is it dark in there at all for him? Like, is he having trouble seeing anything?
No, at this point, with the light reflecting from his sword, he is able to see pretty well on the wall eyes with the puzzle solved.
Turn the sword off.
So
Yeah, try turning your sword off. See if that does anything.
The statue platform thing in the middle of the entire alcove.
Wait, hold on. Before he turns off his sword, if he closes off the sword, does the hole go away, or is it just an illusion magic and I can still get out?
I don't know. Well, I do.
I would know because detect magic tells me to school.
Oh, you detect illusionary, Grant.
Yeah, I'll tell him it's just illusionary.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, go ahead and turn that sword off if you want. No peer pressure.
Sword goes.
Okay, sword goes off.
I am blind.
As is most other people that don't have dark vision.
Gustav starts to shriek and
As you hear a low hiss start sending its echoes around the tomb. You just hear this hiss growing louder and louder. Before you realize it's the giant crocodile at the front entrance, just poking his head in to see what's going on.
If you cover your eyes now.
Yeah, I cover my eyes at this moment.
All right, you cover your eyes and you're just sitting there in darkness.
Now you
All
look
right.
like a fool.
I'd like to cover my eyes and interact with the center.
Baku says, "You all look so very silly. Oh, wait, I can't see you. Never mind.
I'd like to interact with this center statue.
Okay.
Thing.
The pillar, yes.
Yeah. Blinded, as I may be.
You have 5-foot view.
What are you doing to it?
Looking at it. I don't know. I'm interacting with it. I don't exactly know the
As you interact with it, you discover that there's an outline of a stone hatch on its upper surface. It seems to be near airtight, though.
Stone hatch near its surface. Airtight.
Bless you. Bless you again.
Oh, thank you. Fuck. So much things in the night.
Now I can feel this because my
Yes.
eyes are closed.
You feel this.
Okay. What the hell do you guys think here?
I can't tell you what I think. I know
Yeah.
what's about to happen. Well, what is going to happen when you...
Give me an insight roll and tell me what Baku thinks is going to happen.
You know, that's a good idea. Straight in.
That's what I like meta knowledge for, is insight.
14.
So Baku knows a moderate amount. He does not know the answer, but he can give
Does
little hints
Baku
or adds
retell this information of his insight?
He doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know enough.
Can Thea try to figure
There's a
out if
reason
there's
that
something?
crit learns so much.
Can Thea try to figure out if there's something magical holding the door shut?
Yeah.
I'm really...
I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
I know. That's why it really amazes me how different groups take
Okay.
on these things.
I got a 19 for an Arcana check.
A 19 Arcana is going to realize
Alright.
there's magic around you. It seems to be etched from the bases of all the statues going towards the pillar in the center of the room.
All right, so everything is basically connected to that pillar.
Yes.
So
Okay.
does that mean that all the shadows have to intersect with the pillar?
Can I do a passive perception check to see if that's the case?
It have to be active, but yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
You sound like one of my guys that has 22 passive perception. He's like, I walk around and look for nothing. What do I see?
Bro.
Is it 23 now?
Mine's at 17, so I'd like to use it. Like,
All right. What's your perception?
oh, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for it's active.
17
17 is going to see those.
plus.
Oh, 17 plus 5, so 23 altogether.
That is going to notice the inscriptions are magical. So some sort of arcana is connecting these statues to the pedestal in the
Do I
center of the room.
recognize the language?
You do not. Old Omen is the closest you can attribute it to.
Anybody else have any ideas?
I covered covered the eyes of the statues.
Which statue do you do first?
The bat.
All right. As you cover the bat statue, nothing occurs. Would you like to continue?
I aid him in covering the eyes of the statues.
I'll try as well. I'll take care of
This is kind of funny.
Ah! Finally. Okay. So as you were able to cover the last face of the statue,
All right.
the pedestal slowly begins to rotate, and an ornate cube emerges from the hatch onto its surface.
Damn!
As y'all have solved the mystery of Papazolto's shrine.
Don't call my name. Don't call my name. Abazarto.
I'm sorry. I have to watch you guys struggle so
Who
much with this one.
again?
I climb out of my little hole that I'm in and join the rest of the party.
That made me sick.
Okay.
That's...
Well, this was fun. So this is the things that we're collecting.
Dragon.
Yes, these are the puzzle cubes that you believe will grant you access into the Tomb of the Nine Gods. You require all 9 for entry. This would make 5.
I grab it.
And as soon as you grab it, the mechanical gears start clinking underneath it. You feel the ground beneath you shudder. The walls shake. Dust shoots around the room as you feel your feet unsettled by this.
I haul ass.
Baku was going to say, get out!
So we run out the door.
Well, I'm
As everyone starts
Getting
running out.
Initiative?
No, you're good.
Oh.
It's a scary tactic.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was nothing.
There's nothing. No. You befriended the only combat that was at the shrine.
mm,
Oh, the door. Is he out?
God, yes. No, everyone's out. There's no mechanical damage to you that was going to be done to you inside this shrine. Besides, let me hurt myself. Okay, that is where we're going to end for the night, though. So decide where y'all want to do, where y'all would like to go from this. Y'all have 5 puzzle cubes.
we're in it early.
Yeah, going to end a little bit early because I'm heading down to College Station tomorrow, and I still have work and a Monday night session. So I want to make sure I can actually get some sleep.
Cool.
Oh, do you have an idea what the total experience is?
Yes, I will actually calculate that right now, so I don't screw you all over for a week.
Is there a nearby comic book shop I can stop at so I can buy myself?
Because I'm actually pretty close to level 8.
Yeah, I'm like 4,000 away.
I'm 10,000 away from level 9.
Okay.
Um,
$866 XP each.
866?
Yep.
866.
866. 5 downtime. No renown this time. I hope y'all enjoyed adventuring through Omu some more.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry it wasn't as many sessions on Raz Nasi battles.
I do like the fact how we completely avoided an encounter but still got experience for it by just
Did we get any gold?
taking some more zoo animals, if you will. My zoo is becoming quite populated. I like it.
Did we get any gold at all?
No.
No, you don't get any gold from that one.
What's the date?
18th. And next week it will actually have good Wi-Fi set up, so we can actually have some good cameras with high quality sound, guys. My apologies again.
What adventure was this?
Real quick, I ritually cast Leoman's teeny hut,
Okay.
and then we can all safely have a long rest in here.
All right, sounds good. Y'all pop in there. We'll pop out after the end of the long rest, the start of the next adventure.
All right.
How many? No.
5
Five
downtime, no renown for this one, because it's only 2 hours. One of these is yours?
Yes.
You bring the other one out?
I believe so. Let me check.
And thank you for tolerating the technical difficulties tonight, guys.
Not a problem. It was fun.
Glad you
Catch
enjoyed
you
it.
guys
I'm glad
later.
you did.
Yes, I have my little.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
You too.